Lander Valley Basketball. Coming up on the Porter's Tailgate Show live on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM and streaming online on the County 10 YouTube channel. You will hear about today's games, updates from around Fremont County, and catch up with the Lander coaches and athletes. Now, let's send it to the voice of the Tigers. Here's Wyatt Barichka and Riley Bullion.
Welcoming you live from the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse on the campus of Lander Valley High School as we get set for 3A Southwest quad play between the Lady Tigers from Lander Valley and the Lady Buffaloes from Mountain View. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast, however you may be tuning in, live on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM. Also streaming video coverage on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages. Wyatt Barichka joining alongside Riley Bullion. And Riley, it's the final stretch. You have 5 games left in the regular season. Luckily, 4 of them are at home.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a bonus for Lander to have those last 4 at home, but then, you know, you're on the road for regionals. You're back down in Mountain View, which the team that they're playing tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one folds out. Yep,
and again, luckily they're not on the road. It feels like it looked like they had one home game stance against Lyman, in which both teams fell in that one for Lander Valley, and now you finally get to build some momentum. I think this is big, and we're going to hear that from head coach Melinda Cox and Coach Stu Mullins. Building momentum, Riley, it's going to be such a huge factor in this final stretch of the season heading into the regional tournament.
You know, and having these 4 games at home really helps with building the momentum. You know, you've got your hometown crowd, you've got your family here, your friends. It's a lot better than going on the road.
Taking a look at these two teams, Mountain View, Riley, 17-1 on the season. They are 2-1 in conference play. Their one loss comes against Pinedale the day after they defeated Lander Valley that weekend. They defeated Worland and Thermopolis last weekend, outscoring their opponents 97-83 over the weekend. And again, their only loss was to Pinedale, 59-46. And again, that happened the day after playing Lander. So, you know, Mountain View is looking to continue this momentum, Riley. They're number 3 in the Wild Prep Coach and Media basketball polls, and they have not relinquish any momentum they had right now.
They definitely haven't let down on anything, and then, you know, their record really shows it right now.
Lady Tigers lost to Powell and Level. The Level game I thought was a really good game with 9 players suited up in that one, Riley. They were able to take that to the wire, but a late surge in the end by Level was the deal breaker there. 52-40 was in that one. Taking a look at these two teams, since 2006, Mountain View has the advantage of a record of 18-8 on the road, or on the record. They have split the last 4 meetings. Mountain View winning the last matchup 72-35. Riley, that was a tough one. In a game that saw Megan Whitfield coming off the bench, putting up 17 points in the loss. The Lady Buffaloes were led by McKinley Covelo, who had to come up from the JV squad this season and put up 21 points in the win.
You know, and that's one of the key players that we're going to have to look out for. I know that was a player that we looked out for a lot when we were at Mountain View, and definitely in this game as well, with the little dish down low, giving it to Covelo and just letting her go to work down low.
You're also watching the JV game. If you're watching live, it's 58-42 with under 23 seconds to play. It's in favor of Mountain View. We'll preview the boys game a little bit later down the road. Riley, this was a tough shooting night for Lander Valley. 27% from the field. Mountain View was 52%. So you can, and you know, Riley, we talked about this last time. They're really working that inside paint, working on the right side of things.
They're definitely working on the inside, and, you know, just getting everything that they can down low is what we've mostly seen from them is outside perimeter shots, and they really need to get that down inside.
Another thing that Mountain View had a clear distinctive advantage in, 14 times at the charity stripe to Lander's 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big number that we've seen a lot in the past couple of games as well from Lander and their opponents, is the free throw percent coming from both sides, and that's going to be something that Lander might want to look forward to coming into this one, of driving in and hopefully getting some shots up, drawing some fouls.
Yeah, limit the turnovers, limit the times that Mountain View can get to the charity stripe, and also get to the charity stripe more and play some good basketball for Lander Valley today. We're going to step aside for our first time out. When we come back, Tiger Weekend, and we're going to talk a little bit more before we actually start that one, Riley, and we'll talk about that after this side of the break. This is Lander Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
Wind River Internet is proud to deliver quality, high-speed internet to businesses and residents across Fremont County. Wind River Internet is the sponsor for the County 10 live stream and sports in our community. Enjoy high-definition broadcasts. Brought to you by Wind River Internet. They also provide reliable phone services that can help you stay in touch with the important people in your life. Experience greater connection today. To get a quote and start enjoying fast, reliable services, call 307-857-2004. That's 857-2004. Or windriverinternet.com.
Fremont Toyota of Lander is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. When you're looking for a vehicle, whether it's new or used, Fremont Toyota has got you covered with the best inventory across the state of Wyoming. Experience the Fremont Toyota difference. From service to the sale, let the professional staff take care of you and drive off happy knowing you made the right choice. Stop into 103 Fremont Way on the Wild West end of Lander and get your vehicle picked out today. Now, back to the Porter's Tailgate Show on the County 10 Sports Network.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, also streaming video on the County 10 Sports Network, YouTube, and Facebook. Riley, before we get into Tiger Weekend, I kind of want to just do a little bit of things that I've missed. Big thing, Gage Groves has signed to Davidson College in North Carolina for track and field. You can find that story now available at county10.com. Also, a big shout out to Lander Swimming, who won the 3A East Conference here at home, and they'll be looking for their 27th consecutive state title. Riley, have you ever seen a team that can win 27 state titles in a row?
I have not seen 27, but my hometown high school that I went to in Salt Lake City is going for their 4th.
Yeah, so to tell you how much dominance Lander Valley swimming has shown over the time. And with that, we are going to get you guys into Tiger Weekend. Here is that Tiger Weekend right now. This edition of Tiger Weekend sees wrestling in their final stretch. Wrestling only has 1 week of the regular season left as it took place last night. Head coach Eric Watson discusses what the team will be doing heading towards that postseason.
You know, we've kind of just done something I've always done and seen some success with. We're getting them in and out, trying to get a little weight off, and monitoring that kind of stuff, and then at the same time not putting ourselves at risk for some injuries and some other things. So we're just kind of going through. Getting some weight out. You got to be in the room about an hour and a half a day, and doing the things that we need to do. And then, there's little instruction. It's just more critiquing our craft and doing what we do.
Some freshman athletes get opportunities at the varsity level. Cody West is one of those freshmen from LVHS stepping into the varsity role this year. He talks about all the hard work to get to that level.
It just takes a lot of practice. You just got to keep drilling your moves over and over again until you almost have them to perfection. And then you got to just work live with your partners and just never wind down, just keep working at 100%.
Emily Skiba, also a freshman for Lander Valley, talks about her experience in her first season of wrestling.
It's definitely been a challenge. It's going really good, learning a lot of new things. It's a new experience, so it's definitely going good. Some of my goals were to just get out there and try, and I want to finish out the season and continue to work hard and see how it goes.
Lander competed against Riverton last night in a duel as they'll compete in the 3A West Regional Tournament next week in Evanston. Indoor track competed in Utah last weekend and saw great results from Lander Valley. Ben Ghost talks about the meet and looks ahead to the Simplot Games happening next weekend.
Down in Salt Lake, it's a crazy track that's like 430 some odd meter track around the speed skating oval that they used for the 2002 Olympics. And it was a little bit of an eye-opener for some of our kids because really good competition, pretty much, everything that Utah has to offer. And, we had some kids that did really well. Gage got second in the 60-meter hurdles and fifth in the 200. Ellie ran a great 800 in her first time out. And, lots of kids that are just improving their marks. We set qualifying standards to be able to go to Simplot, which is coming up the week after this coming meet. And so we have quite a few kids, probably 15 kids that, have either hit those marks or close enough to get to go.
Joel Beaver reflects on his time in Utah.
Yeah, Utah it was fun. There was a lot of competition that, from like bigger programs that are, that are producing kids that are, a little better than us. And that's all right to go out there and kind of, get beat by those kids so that we can beat kids back in Wyoming. So it's kind of nice to face some of them.
Indoor track is at Natrona tomorrow for a meet. Next week, athletes who qualify for the Simplot Games will be in Idaho. Lander Swimming will have the weekend off after hosting last chance meets yesterday. Next week is the state tournament in Gillette Thursday and Friday. They'll be looking for 27th consecutive state championship that weekend. 8 skiers from the Lander Valley High School team will be competing at the Junior National Ski Meet in Alaska this March. Those skiers include senior Otis Beeson, Shayla Babbitt, juniors Owen Firth, Bennett Hutchison, Diego Labatos, Ani Wilmot, Emily Anderson. The one sophomore includes Amaya Eddy. They were all selected to represent the Plains team in March. This weekend for Lander Valley, they'll have one more regular season meet in Cody before going to Jackson for the state meet. This has been your Tiger Weekend on the County 10 Sports Network. When we return, we'll have our head coach pregame interview. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com.
Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care support Fremont County athletics. We are a locally owned, multi-specialty healthcare group that is proud to serve the Lander and Riverton communities. Our goal is to provide convenient quality care for all ages. We offer a wide array of services including family and internal medicine, pediatrics, women's care, and urgent care. Additionally, we have on-site labs, echocardiograms, stress tests, x-ray, and ultrasound in both communities. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are here for you in Fremont County. Let's stay healthy together.
Catch the game on your phone or the comfort of your home living room. Tiger Basketball is streaming all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network here with head coach Melinda Cox. And, last week, kind of a weird week. You guys kind of had that injury bug going on. And, you had people come in and sub out. It was the next man up mentality. And really the biggest thing was 9 players suited against level, and you gave them guys a game.
Yeah, we've got a lot of good kids, and we've played a lot of kids, and we're doing some really good things. We've had, a tumultuous year in a lot of respects, but overall I was proud of their effort on against level.
And, Powell, too, kind of, once again, the turnover issue kind of came into play, but, it's more about just getting the varsity experience and everything like that, and had another starting rotation, and just how did that Powell game help you guys maybe grow and heading into this week?
We're doing some things that we need to be doing by the end of the season. We've got to work out a few kinks here and there, but, we turned the ball over 34 times against Powell. It's really hard to beat a good team, and Powell is a good team. It's hard to beat them when you turn the ball over that frequently.
Yep, and, now you guys, I feel like I said this last time, but finally home.
get a home stretch going. How key is that going to be, especially building momentum? Because sometimes that usually helps teams build momentum in the regional tournament and helping them prevail kind of than what people are expecting.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend's really important. We need to get a couple of wins heading into that regional tournament. So this weekend, next weekend, and then our game against Lyman in Lyman. So, we got to stay focused and execute and do the things that we need to do. I mean, anytime you're wanting to be competitive, you got to get a few more wins.
Talk about Mountain View, and last game it was kind of they kind of pulled away early. And what do you know about them now that you've seen them once and they've played some more games? What's going to be that game plan going in now?
We're going to have a different strategy with them. I'm certainly not going to divulge that, but things will be a little bit different and make some adjustments based on what we did last time that wasn't as successful.
Turnovers was one of the keys, but maybe what's going to be another big key in this one?
So it's going to be team basketball. We've got a lot of things happening, a lot of kids out, a lot of different things outside of basketball that are creating some problems for us. And so we just need to get back on the floor and execute and slow the thing down a little bit and take care of the basketball.
Injuries, health, anybody coming back this week, or how's the status of that?
No status as of yet, so we'll just see what we have.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time. We'll talk to you at the boys' game.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Wyatt.
Hey, Coach Melinda Cox will step aside for a timeout. We're back after this. This is the County 10 Sports Network.
National anthem. Let's give a big shout out to Porter's Mountain View Supply, as they are the Porter's Tailgate Show sponsor, is again proud supporter of LVHS athletics this season. Wants to remind you that the beautiful weather we have is not here right now. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with wood, gas, or pellet stoves this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal and Riverton, and online at portersmountainviewsupply.com. As Riley, starting lineups, and you got the Lady Buffaloes.
Starting off with the Lady Buffaloes, number 2, Jada Kennison. Number 11, Cami Kennison. Number 21, Isabel Hickey. Number 23, McKinley Covelo. And number 24, Hallie Porter.
Lady Buffaloes in their black uniforms with the white numbers and letters with the purple and white stripes. Head coached by Jessica Moretti, who is in her 6th season. And the Lady Tigers, again, another starting lineup, Riley, for this team, as they're going to be in their home white uniforms. It will start like this: is Kendall McFadden wearing number 2. Wearing number 3 is Darian Bell. Wearing number 23, or excuse me, I apologize for the mispronouncing there. Number 23, Megan Winfield, who returns after being out for a couple of games. Wearing number 24, Kiera Friday. And wearing number 50 is Adeline Anderson. Again, Lady Tigers in their home white uniforms, green numbers and letters and stripes with the black accent. And we get set here for 3A Southwest quad play. Lady Tigers are 0-3 in quad play, while the Lady Buffaloes are 2-1. As Lady Tigers, again, Riley, looking for that first win. That's key.
Definitely looking for the first win, and not only that, but to get one at home.
Yeah, especially getting one at home. As Lady Tigers, I believe, only 2 wins at home, this entire season. It'll be Adeline Anderson to jump and McKinley Covelo, Hallie Porter for the Lady Buffaloes, as they're at center court. 8 minutes on the clock, and we are underway as it is controlled by the Lady Tigers, and Bell will start things off. Almost lost her dribble immediately right there, and Friday has the basketball, tries to drive in. Pass to Winfield, pump fake 3, will drive in, makes a spin, back out to Friday. She'll launch a long 2. hits the back iron, and it's going to be rebounded there by Jada Kennison.
And that's going to be another thing that Lander needs to watch out for is the rebounds.
Yeah, rebounds also a big thing here. Kennison with the basketball. We'll hand it off here now to Hickey. Here's Kennison for two, and no. Kovalo was looking for the rebound, couldn't get it though. It ends up in the hands of Kendall McFadden. Bell near side as we approach a minute into the game. Friday, bounce pass to Winfield, looks to drive in, now backs up. Try to go in again, spin, back out. Friday, drive in, puts up a shot, back iron, no good. And it's going to end up in the hands of Isabel Hickey.
Anderson tried to come up with a steal on that one down low, was unsuccessful.
Over a minute to play, first foul. That's going to go against Friday. Against Powell, had really struggled with the foul trouble and looked to avoid that in this one. You know, all games matter, Riley, but these ones against the Southwest, Pinedale, Mountain View, Lyman, they just magnify that much more, especially with the regional tournament coming up. Kovalo inside, puts it up and good. That's the first point of the ball game.
And yet again, that's someone that we have to look out for is Kovalo, is the dish down low, let her go work at the post.
Yeah, left side that time, Riley, I noticed as well. And Friday has the basketball off her leg. Mittenfield comes up with it. Then Friday comes up with it again. And a little scramble for the basketball. Anderson inside the paint, puts it up, no good. Bell was trying to come up with it, and once again, it's Isabel Hickey with the rebound. Jada Kennison with the basketball. Top of the key, looks to drive in. We'll give it off here to her sister, Cammie. Inside pass. Hickey loses the basketball. Winfield comes up with it. And she's looking to push the pace early. Winfield puts it up. She'll have two opportunities from the free throw line.
I mean, you got to give credit to Winfield there to move her way down the court, draw the foul, be sent to the line to shoot two.
First foul will go against McKinley Kovalo for the Lady Buffaloes. Each team with one team foul apiece. Winfield this season 62%, knocks down the first. We'll wait one more. Again, Winfield out last week. Back into the starting lineup, goes 2 for 2 for the Lady Tigers, and it's a 2-1 lead on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. They did have one. I thought Kovalo had 2, and they do correct that. So we're tied at 2 apiece. Kennison behind the back, now tries to drive in. We'll kick out now to Cammie. Swing now to Kovalo, now back inside. Inside pass there for Porter. She'll put it up, foul, but the travel comes first.
And that just shows good defense down low by the Tigers, you know, causing some trouble down low for the Buffalo.
Full court pressure here by Mountain View. Again, only one loss on the season, and then you're going to get Cammie Kennison for her first. 3 opportunities for Lander, no field goal yet. Mountain View has only 2 attempts from the field goal, as they're 1 of 2. Inbound to Bell, Anderson, pass to Friday, pump fake inside, kick out to Bell. Bell, McFadden, top of the key, crossover, drive in, loses it for a moment. Winfield, long 3 is no good. Anderson put the putback before she travels, unfortunately can't go in. And it's Cammie Kennison with the board. Hickey. Far side, passes to Kovalo on the middle. Back now to Jada Kennison. Here's Cammie Kennison for 3. That's no good. It's going to be last touch there. Was it Kovalo who touched it? They are going to say it was Kovalo who touched it last. And it'll go right back to the Lady Tigers.
We just saw Addison Hickey check into the ball game for the Buffalo.
Lily Hamilton, she was sprinting to get subbed in, drops one of the chairs. 4:56 to play. McFadden looks as that's going to be touched off there. As you said, Riley, Addison Hickey, who just came to the ball game, and now we'll see Lily Hamilton check in for Friday. Still tied at 2 apiece, Riley. Low scoring affair so far.
Definitely a low-scoring affair. Landers bringing the pressure on the defensive side and the offensive side.
Hamilton, bounce pass to Anderson. Anderson's going to launch a 2, and a late call will send Anderson to the stripe. shoot 2. With 4:42 to play, foul will go. Got a number 25. I do not have a number 25 on my roster. This is new. Looking on my roster, and again, I do not have a 25 on my roster either. We'll have free throw coming up. Shot is up and good. Rebound is for Hallie Porter, and I wonder, and they do correct it to Hallie Porter with the foul.
I was just about to say, I don't even see a 25 on the court.
So free throw's no good. Under 4:30 to play here. There's a pass to Cammie Kennison. Swing it now. Jada, top of the key, launches a 3 after a crossover move, takes a high bounce. That's no good. Coming up with it is Porter, and we're going to have a jump ball. It will favor Mountain View.
Like you said, jump ball favor in Mountain View. It is underneath their own basket, so that helps them out just a little bit.
Hickey to inbound here. Bounce pass, looks for Kennison. Bell comes up with the steal. Bell will pass it to Anderson, has nobody there, takes the couple steps, looks for the shot, can't get it. Bell gets the rebound, puts it up, and she'll go to the line. And Riley, just like that, Lander Valley has surpassed their last time they saw this team at the free throw line.
They've definitely surpassed that, and they're using it to their advantage right now, trying to draw as many fouls as possible down low.
Porter picks up her second. Bell will look for the first free throw, knocks it in. All points from the charity stripe, and we're going to get a timeout by Mountain View early in this one. Let's see if it's a 30 or 60. They are going to say it's a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here for you guys. And again, big shout out to Winter Internet for providing this stream today, as they are helping us out, making sure we're live on the air.
Porter Supply Company in Riverton is also proud to sponsor LVHS Athletics this season and wants to remind you that the beautiful weather we've had isn't going to last forever. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with wood, gas, or pellet stove this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmbs.com.
Also a big shout out to Fremont Therapy, scoreboard sponsor, if you're watching this on the YouTube stream. So Lander up right now, Riley, 3-2 with a free throw left, and has already put Mountain View with 14 fouls. Lander has 1.
That also helps Lander out.
It does. I mean, 14 times last game. I mean, that doesn't seem, 14 seems a little low, but in Landers, when you only get 2 opportunities, that does seem a lot. Second free throw, no good by Bell. It's a 3-2 score. Kennison, take it to the top of the key. Looks to drive in left side. We'll put up a shot that is no good. And Covelo will come up with it. That one's no good either. Addison Hickey gets the rebound. Jada Kennison for 3 is good.
Kennison had a wide open 3 there on the elbow and just went ahead and took it and got all 3 out of it.
Makes the score 5-3 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Bell to Hamilton, who had herself a pretty good game. Again, for Level, actually made her first 3 of the season at Level. Winfield, near side, looks for the screen from Anderson. Will launch a deep 3. Misses everything. It's going to go back to Mountain View.
Kind of an interesting strategy there. Taking the screen, but taking the 3 ball instead of rolling off of it and going inside.
Full court here for Lander Valley on the pressure. Kennison, give it off now to Michelle, who will put it up, or Nikolai, excuse me, I apologize, and that is good from Nikolai.
Going to see Friday check in at the next dead ball.
Anderson, pump fake, nice move. Can she convert it? She does. Takes the lead 2. Hamilton almost with the steal. They're going to say it's Mountain View basketball, but I like the effort so far. I like the pressure they're giving Mountain View right now.
Cammie Kennison also checked into the ball game for the Buffalo.
Bell will come out. Friday in for the Lady Tigers. Inbound will go to Cammie Kennison. Inside pass now to Isabel Hickey is no good, but another defensive play there by Lander Valley.
Go ahead and give another SWAT count to Anderson, as that's her second one so far in this ball game.
I wish they had a staff for blocks here. They do. I just got to find it real quick here. But here's a play here from Nikolai. Will put it up for 2 and good. She's got 4 in the ball game.
Anderson leads the block category for Lander Valley at 12.
That's a pretty good number. I mean, especially the last few weeks. I think that's where most of them were coming in. Winfield. Far side looks to drive in, puts up a 2 as it was deflected there. No good. It's Cammie with the rebound. Cammie looks to try to take it all the way. Kick out now to Hickey. Hickey will put up a 2. That's good. Mountain View here on a little run. Friday will cross the timeline. Matched up there by Michaelai. Anderson. McFadden will see Bell check in. Next dead ball here. Winfield looks, and timeout taken by Lander Valley with 1:40 to play. Full timeout, we'll take a 30-second. This is Lady Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families. Our locally owned clinics offer a wide range of specialties like aquatic, vestibular, and pediatric therapy. On staff, we have specialists certified in dry needling, sports and orthopedic therapy, and a certified hand therapist now seeing patients both in Riverton and Lander. Our women's health specialists can help with everything from incontinence to pre- and postpartum care. Our 6 locations in western Wyoming are all built for physical and aquatic therapy. To find out more or to schedule an appointment, go to FremontTherapyGroup.com.
Hey there, this is Senior Darian Bell, and I want to thank you and the entire community for being a supporter of Lander Athletics and Lander basketball.
Drum line for Lander Valley in. Also, a big thanks to Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care for sponsoring this broadcast. The staff at the clinic in Liberton and Lander want to remind you not to ignore those annual wellness visits. Make your appointment at Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care, and let's stay healthy together. 11-5 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. 1:40 to play in the first quarter. In Lander, this is the first of 4 home games. They'll play 2 this week. We'll have 2 next week. Senior night next week. Friday gets rejected there on the play, and then we're going to have a foul on Winfield. Oh, they just gave it to Friday again. So that's Friday's second. I thought you could have got Winfield there easily.
Could have gone either way. Just did go one way. We're going to see McFadden check back into the ball game. Friday checks out for the Tigers.
90 seconds to play here in the quarter. Kennison brings it up to the far side. Hand off here to Michaelai. Hickey. Far pass to Addison Hickey. Koval will look for the 2-point shot. Doesn't take the shooter's roll. Kennison comes up with it. Michaelai. Hand off to Kennison. Pass inside for Koval. Winfield with the steal. And Winfield again pushing the pace. Now you have to slow it down here. Now look for a good shot here, Riley. They're doing good so far. They're keeping the scoring low. And then there's what I say, Riley, the first official turnover by Lander. So not too bad to get an entire quarter without a turnover.
Jada Kennison's going to check into the ball game for the Lady Buffalo. And I mean, you got to give credit to McFadden there to try and give it to Hamilton. She had a wide open lane, just went right over the top of her head.
Kennison will give it back now to Cammie Kennison. Right back to Jada Kennison, who has a wide open lane for 2. She's got 5 in the ball game. It's 13-5 with 38 seconds to play. Winfield, spin, looks to drive in. Pass out now to Anderson. Long, high 2 is good.
Good shot take there by Anderson to realize where she was at and put that shot up and get 2 points out of it.
Makes the lead to 6, 13-7. Kovalo puts it up and good. That was just easy bully ball right there. 14 seconds to play. Lady Tigers can hold for the final shot. Anderson, long 2. Back iron, no good. Lady Tigers with another opportunity. Winfield, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Winfield got to get a shot up. She'll put up a shot. No, high off the backboard and no good. 15-7. Lady Tigers putting a little pressure on Mountain View here so that they trail by 8. We'll step aside. We'll be back after these messages. This is Lady Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacy.com. You're tuned in to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10's YouTube page.
8-point lead for Mountain View to start the second quarter. 15-7 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard as we approach the second quarter. Riley, not a bad quarter for Lander Valley to start this one off.
Definitely not a bad quarter for them to start off. You know, they had the point lead for a little bit and kind of gave it up.
St. Clair inside to Hamilton, puts it up and good. Start the second quarter off right with a score by Lily Hamilton.
Really good pass there by St. Clair to give it off to Hamilton.
Takes that a 6-point lead. Kennison, bounce pass inside right there for Addison Hickey, and that's good. And just a response right back there. Bell, far side, hand off to McFadden. McFadden at the charity stripe, pass inside to Anderson. She'll be fouled. They'll give that off to Jada Kennison for her first foul of the ball game. 15 foul. So Mountain View with one to give now. That did occur on the shot. Anderson will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair. 61% on the season. Looks for her 5th point. Does that. And we'll look for point number 6 here to cut this lead to a 6-point ball game. Got a big shout out to Christian Corona on the camera, Riley Bouillon producing and coloring, and Jared Anderson at radio control. Second shot there, no good. Covelo comes up with the board and will look for Nikolai was Kennison, puts it up, no good. Covelo once again, that's no good. And Anderson once again another block. Bell, top of the key, looks to drive in, kick out to McFadden, pump fake 3, backs up. Thought about driving in though. We'll just hand it off to Bell. Bell inside Anderson. Anderson will put up the shot. That's up and good. And the home crowd getting into this one too, Riley.
Yeah, and, you know, it's always good to have the home crowd with you.
Yeah, you got the drum line here. You got the student section starting to continue to build. This side of the court that you can't see is already filled. Here's a 3 from Hickey, no good. Coming up with the board is Cammie Kennison, and then you're going to get a backcourt violation.
We're going to see a sub come in. Isabel Hickey will check back into the ball game. Addison Hickey will check out.
5th turnover for Mountain View. Lander only has 1 unofficially.
And that really says a lot about how well Lander's defense has picked up so far.
Yeah, I got to take care of the basketball too for Lander. Bell will put up a shot, no good. Ends up in the hands of Covelo. Cammie Kennison. Bell was looking for the steal, couldn't get it though. Jada ends up with it. Inside pass, Covelo will put it up, and that's no good. Isabel Hickey came up with it. Here's a 3 from Nikolai. That's no good. Anderson will come up with the board. And once again, there's a steal as Cammie Kennison can't come up with it. Anderson will come up with the board, and then they're going to say travel on Mountain View.
They're going to get Cammie Kennison on the travel. And she almost came up with a steal from Anderson. I guess she did come up with a steal.
They called it, yeah. Either way, if you're Lander, you're okay with it. It's Lander basketball. Bell, across the timeline, handoff now, or pass off to McFadden. Megan Winfield will check in next dead ball, and we're going to have a traveling call on Lander.
Going to see Winfield check into the ball game. Anderson checks out.
Anderson already 7 points in the ball game with 3 rebounds.
Hallie Porter will check into the ball game for the Buffalo, and Covelo will check out.
17-12 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. 5:30 to play here in quarter number 2. Cammie Kennison, 3, no good. And what a save there by Cammie Kennison, and almost turning it over as the Lady Tigers. Winfield, spin, pass out to McFadden, launches the three, back iron no good. Ends up in the hands of Jada Gittison now.
You're going to start to see the pace of play pick up a little bit here from both teams.
And Lady Tigers playing man-to-man. Winfield going to have the basketball bounce off her leg.
And something that we've seen so far is when Porter and Covelo are in down low, the Tigers have at least 2 people on them.
Inbound pass, turnover by Mountain View again. And Bell almost losing the basketball as Hickey was coming from behind. Heard everybody yell wolf. St. Clair looks for the inside pass to Hamilton. Pump fake, kick out. Bell launching the three, no good. It's McFadden with the basketball and loses it. Now you got Isabel Hickey who is controlling the basketball. Give it off here to Cammie Kennison. Almost traveled right there. Jada for three, misses. And it's Hickey who makes a move. Winfield will get called for the foul as she attempted to make a play on it. Mountain View with three attempts and only made one so far. Sorry, Riley.
That's Winfield's first personal. That's only third team foul for Lander.
Sends again Isabel Hickey to the charity stripe. Will miss the first.
We're going to see Anderson check into the ball game. St. Clair will check out.
4:21 to play here. Again, 17-12 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Only 2 points from Mountain View in this second quarter so far.
Covelo and Addison Hickey also checked into the ball game for the Buffalo.
Second shot, no good. Hamilton comes up with the board. Give it off to Bell as pressure shows for the Lady Buffaloes. Bell beats the press, will back up, loses the basketball for a moment. Give it off down to McFadden with 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Hamilton getting the screen, give it down to Winfield, and they're going to say offensive foul. I think you're going to get Hamilton for the foul.
Going to get an illegal screen on Hamilton. That's going to be her first personal, 4th team foul.
Yeah, moving on that one. Can't do that. And it's Lady Buffalo basketball. Pass now to Kennison. Will put up the shot, no good from three. Bell comes up with the board. And Bell again facing some pressure. 3:35 to play in the first quarter, the first half. Anderson drive in, put up a shot, it was moving, it's no good.
That one goes out the side of the rim, does go out of bounds, so the Buffalo will come back up with the ball.
3:25 to play, no substitutions in the ball game at this point in juncture. Kennison, pass inside, there's Addison Hickey. With a foul on Winfield, that is her second. We're going to get St. Clair to check in here. Winfield will come to the bench with 2 fouls.
That's 2 quick fouls there by Winfield. Just trying her best to play good man-to-man defense down low.
See a couple free throws here. Addison Hickey will miss the first. Has 2 points in the game so far. Winfield comes to the bench. St. Clair checks in. No other substitutions in the ball game.
Addison Hickey is 45% from the free throw line this season.
Second free throw, no good. Anderson with the board and then travel.
That's a couple times now they've gotten Anderson for the travels. Just trying to get the, I guess you call it offensive rebound down low. Coming off the free throws.
Inbound. Goes to Cammie Kennison, wide open. Everybody basically ran away as soon as she got the inbound.
It's almost as if Anderson lost her when she dove off.
Bell, near side, almost loses it for a moment. Fadden, top of the key, swing it to Hamilton. Hamilton now looks for Bell on the cut move. Turnover there by Lander Valley. Be Hickey to come up with it. Give it to Anderson, and then they're going to say on the floor, and they're going to say a blocking foul
They're going to give that foul to Hamilton. That's going to be her second personal, 5th team foul.
I'm going to probably say she didn't set her feet in did not set it in just in time, I believe. That's why they're calling that. Inbound to Covelo now to Jada Kennison. Hickey. Back to Addison Hickey. This is Cammie Kennison for 3. No good. It's Anderson once again, who is right there for the basketball, and then we're going to get a jump ball. It will favor Mountain View.
Yeah, ball again favoring Mountain View underneath their basket for the second time in a row now.
Inbound goes to Covelo, back to Cammie, pass inside, Addison Hickey wide open on the lane. That's no good, and it's going to be a fight for the basketball, and then we're going to have an injury, it looks like, on Mountain View. I believe that's Addison Hickey, or no, that isn't Addison Hickey. It's actually Isabel Hickey, who comes up slowly. She's being attended to right now. We're going to see a check-in as Michael I will check in. And it's a slow walk for Isabel, and luckily she is okay. That's always the good news when anybody goes down. And that's just a basic basketball play. You go for the rebound and did not end up on the right side of things on that one. It will be Lady Tiger basketball. Bell will get the inbound with 2:20 to play. Adam Simon, trainer here at LVHS, checking in on Isabel. That's going to be a turnover. Jada will pass it off now to Michael I. Puts up the shot and good. And it's 21-12. Mountain View's only scored 6 points in the quarter, but Lander has only scored 5. St. Clair, McFadden. Bounce pass out to Bell. Bell's going to launch a deep 3. That's going to be no good. Rebound will go to Addison Hickey. It's only the third attempt from beyond the arc. Michael I drives in, looks for another 2. That's no good. Covelo comes up with it. Bell will pick up the foul. We'll send Covelo to the charity stripe to shoot 2 with 91 seconds to play.
That's the 17th foul on the Lady Tigers, so that hurts them just a little bit.
Yeah, after starting off pretty good as far as foul trouble, they're the ones now who put Mountain View in the bonus. Covelo misses the first. Timeout taken by head coach Melinda Cox. It's the 32nd timeout. We'll just keep it right here for you folks. Okay, we want to give a big shout out to Wyoming Catholic College, as they brought you the sponsor of our academic spotlight every game, as the college salutes all the students and staff at LVHS and wishes them well this school year.
Hey Lander, thanks for tuning in tonight to support LVHS Sports. Our broadcast is made possible by great sponsors like Ambles at 420 Main, right in the middle of town. Shannon Gimbel says truckloads of furniture waiting just for you, and delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store.
And that's Gambles. That does include Riverton. They're only a 30-second timeout, 1:31 to play. Covelo will have one more free throw coming up. As in the boys' halftime, we'll get later on. Indoor seniors going to get some senior recognition. Basketball will get theirs next Friday against Thermopolis. Covelo's second charity stripe shot is good. And we'll go 1 of 1 from the free throws. St. Clair, McFadden for the inside pass to Anderson. Does get it to her. Anderson will try to fake in. Didn't know McFadden was there anymore.
Anderson was really looking for McFadden down low in the corner. Passes out, throws that one away.
Turnover starting to even up now. 7 for Lander, 8 for Mountain View. Jada for 2, no good. Anderson will come up with yet another rebound. On a scoring drought, Riley, for Lander Valley. Got to get something here.
Definitely got to get something. You know, they're looking inside.
Looking inside quite often. Anderson going to launch a 2. That's no good as it goes off the right side. Cami Kennison comes up with it. Pass it inside to Hickey. Covelo now for the shot. It's good.
That's a name that we haven't heard a lot so far, and this one is Covelo.
Yeah, came up actually to help out with the varsity team. He's getting some opportunities here. Anderson, elbow, shot's good.
Good shot take there by Anderson for the 2 points.
24-14, 16 seconds to play. Mountain View can hold for the final shot if they want. Michael near side, give it off here to Cami. Give it off now to Jada. Jada now backs up, launches a three, misses everything, but Covelo looks for the save. Anderson comes up with it, and Hamilton will just hold it right there as Lander Valley trails 24-14. We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll be back after this. Give you guys some first half numbers and talk about what is to come. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger Athletics, and they're here for you too at 333 Main Street in Lander.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at RE/MAXRiverton.com.
Hey Tiger fans, this is senior Megan Winfield, and you're listening to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10.
24-14, halftime score here at the Bob Carrier Memorial Fieldhouse at Lander Valley High School as the Lady Tigers trail again 24-14. With, again, Riley, I mean, it's not been bad basketball by Lander. Mountain View's just converting more shots than Lander is.
Mountain View is definitely getting up more shots, and they're definitely converting more than what Lander has so far. You know, I feel like the charity stripe's been pretty even between the two teams. It's just shots going up and shots going in favor of Mountain View.
Well, Lander actually leads that category. 4 of 8 from the charity stripe. Mountain View 1 of 6. Taking a look at some other numbers. 5 of 20 for Lander in the game so far. 11 of 25 for Mountain View. Mountain View has converted 1 of 6 of threes. Lander has not even made a 3 after 3 attempts. Both Lander has scored 7 points in both quarters. Mountain View scored 15 in the first, 9 in the second. Leading for Lander, Riley Adeline Anderson with 9, Hamilton with 2, Winfield with 2, Darian Bell with 1. And Mountain View is kind of splitting things up right now. Covelo with 7, Michael I with 6, Hickey with 2, Kennison with 5, Cami Kennison with 2. It was Jada Kennison with 5, Riley, and Isabel Hickey with 2. So Mountain View kind of spreading things around, but I noticed too, Riley, Mountain View is playing both sides of the court than they did last game.
They're definitely playing both sides of the court. I mean, on the offensive side, they are literally playing both sides of the court and the defensive side, so
Yeah, they were playing right side the first time we were playing, but now they've kind of moved the ball around in this one, and that's been a hard run for Lander right now. That was the thing Lander was kind of focusing on when I watched their practice the first time. But Riley, 2 lead changes, 1 tie so far in the ball game. Turnovers pretty even, 8 for Mountain View, 7 for Lander. They were controlling the turnover margin in that first quarter. I thought it was pretty good for Lander Valley.
They were definitely doing really good with the turnover categories. They weren't really turning as much over as what we had seen in previous games, which is a positive for them.
3:50 in the halftime intermission. Again, the boys' game is coming up after the conclusion of the girls' game, as we'll give you guys that action as well live here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM as you're seeing the boys warm up in this one. We'll step aside for another timeout. We'll be back after this. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
Wind River Internet is proud to deliver quality, high-speed internet to businesses and residents across Fremont County. Wind River Internet is the sponsor for the County 10 live stream and sports in our community. Enjoy high-definition broadcasts, brought to you by Wind River Internet. They also provide reliable phone services that can help you stay in touch with the important people in your life. Experience greater connection today. To get a quote and start enjoying fast, reliable services, call 307-857-2004. That's 857-2004.
This is Lillian Hamilton from the Lander Tiger basketball team, and you're listening to the home of Lander sports this season on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM on county10.com.
24-14. Riley Lady Tigers looking for good start to looking for just making sure Mountain View misses some shots in the second half.
Yeah, they're definitely looking for obviously the missed shots, but something that we've seen a lot of this game is offensive rebounds, and I know Anderson's got a handful of those to herself, and it's something we've really been looking forward to.
Yep, boys game again. Talking to you guys. Boys game coming up after the conclusion of the girls games. The indoor track team getting some opportunities to be recognized for their seniors. Again, we want to give you guys your Wyoming Catholic Student of the Week. It goes to Kyra Simonson. Congratulations to her for being Wyoming Catholic College Student or the LVHS Student of the Week, brought to you by Wyoming Catholic College. We're going to step aside one more final timeout. Second half action coming up. This is Lady Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at Palace Pharmacy. Now, back to Lander basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Underway here in half number 2. Mountain View leads 24-14, and we're going to see the basketball go out of bounds. It will favor Mountain View.
McFadden with the deflection out of bounds.
And Friday what a vert there from Friday to just swat it out of bounds on the inbound play, and we'll look to try that again.
From one deflection to another.
Inbound will go to Jada Kennison. Give it out now to Cammie. Bell matched up there. Lady Tigers running man-to-man defense, and that will be deflected.
Tipped out of bounds. Ball stays in favor of Mountain View.
Some of the players just chuckling right there.
They're 3 for 3.
Hickey inbound now back to Jada Kennison. Near side, we'll give it out back to Hickey. Kennison. Pass now to Covelo. Looks inside. Winfield with the deflection, though. Covelo ends up with it. And then almost bouncing it out of bounds. Jada comes up with it. Over 30 seconds into this second half here. Leonard did hold Mountain View to 9. Isabel Hickey falls again. Did have a little injury. Friday was looking for the turnover and will get it. Winfield comes up with it, gives it to McFadden. McFadden to Anderson, and ouch. That might hurt. Covelo was looking for the steal. Yeah, luckily she gets up, but now she's slow to get up, and looks like she'll be okay. That's good news for her. And you hate to see players go down like that. Donahue played against Powell and landed on the floor pretty hard. She's still out, sitting on the bench for Lander Valley. 24-14, no score yet in this second half as we approach over a minute in. And that's going to be a travel right there by Hallie Porter.
Porter just trying her best to drive down low and put a shot up. Takes one too many steps.
The Tigers now, as Bell crosses the paw. Give it to Winfield. Winfield now looks to get the screen, looks to drive in, and I'll say foul came first before the travel, because you could have had the travel call come into play.
They're going to give that foul to Porter.
If I'm not mistaken, that's her third in the ball game, and it is.
That is her third personal. Addison Hickey checks into the ball game. Hallie Porter checks out.
Inbound. Anderson, they're looking for Winfield, as Anderson will pump fake. We'll look for the shot, and it's going to be, they're going to say another foul on Mountain View.
Covelo is going to come up with the foul. That's going to be her second personal, second team foul here in the second half.
McFadden now will get to inbound the basketball. Looks for Friday. Nice pass there. Unfortunately, it gets deflected and ends up in the hands of Mountain View. Covelo for 2, no good, and it's going to be out of bounds. Job there by Winfield to avoid that play, getting the turnover. Cammie Kennison putting some pressure on Arian Bell. But 6'10", Bell immediately knew she turned that over as Kennison will put it up. That's no good. Bell with the defensive play there. And Mountain View now has to set up for an offensive play. Addison Hickey going to launch a 3 from deep. That's no good. Ends up in the hands of Anderson. Pass to Winfield. Winfield will pass to McFadden. That's going to be a turnover. It goes right back to Mountain View. Still no score here, Riley, in this second half.
No score, and we've seen 2 minutes go by.
Covelo is going to try to change that. She can't. Anderson comes up with it, falls to the ground. And
Anderson will get fouled. Addison Hickey will take one for the team and get the foul. That's going to be her first personal, third team foul.
And Hickey is in disbelief on that call. She immediately came up and threw her hands in the air.
You can see head coach
Jessica
trying to
talk to the official right there. Bell with the basketball now. 5:24 to play. Hand off to Winfield. Winfield looks to drive in, pass to Friday. Friday, palm fake, loses the basketball and comes up with it, looks for the save, and it's going to be a turnover. Now you were looking for Melinda Cox, who was not liking the call right there. No call actually occurred. 3 minutes have approached. McFadden going to try to end the scoring drought for both teams, and she will. First bucket in 3 minutes in the half. It's the first score of the half. And it goes to the Lady Tigers. Kennison inside, Covelo, bounce pass back out to Hickey. She'll try to drive in, and she'll try to respond. Does, and one.
Foul's going to go against Anderson.
Isabel Hickey with the score, goes to the free throw line. Anderson picks up her first. Hickey going to try to make her first free throw of the ball game.
Miley Michaely's going to check into the ball game for the Lady Buffalo.
4:39 to play after the free throw.
Going to see Goggles check in at the next set ball.
Free throw, no good. Ends up in the hands, though, of Isabel Hickey. She can't get it. And then coming up with it is Anderson. Unofficially, Anderson is 2 rebounds and a point away from a double-double. Winfield driving in, looks to put up the shot. Underhand, can't get it. Madison Hickey with the basketball, and we'll give it off to Michaelai. Cami Kennison. Well, high past that for Hickey. It's going to go out of bounds. We're going to see Hayden Goggles check in for Winfield. Lily Hamilton's going to check in. We'll check in for Friday. 4:06 to play. It's still a 10-point ball game, with both teams scoring a bucket in back-to-back possessions. Goggles, pass for McFadden, nice cut. Unfortunately, it's blocked there. Right idea, couldn't get it though. And then Michaelai ends up with the basketball on a full-court pass, and that's no good. Goggles will come up with it. And Goggles will try to get over the timeline, does, keeps the pace, looks for the shot, goes in. You got a replay on that one?
I do have the replay on that one.
Wow. That was basically like a throw-up shot off the... For a prayer, Michaelai inside to Covelo will put it up. That's good. And now both teams, when Lander scores, Mountain View answers. Keeps this lead at 10. Biggest lead for Mountain View is 12. Goggles far side. Will pass it to Anderson. Loses the basketball for a moment. Anderson to Goggles. Launches a three. Misses as it hits the side of the backboard and will end up in the hands of Kennison. And then Bell putting the pressure, and timeout taken by Mountain View first before that catastrophe could occur. It's going to be a 30-second timeout.
Your scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinical support our athletes and their families. We wish all Fremont County teams the best of luck this season.
Riverton hosting Green River. I believe Riverton's got 3 home games left, including this one tonight. That's on station 1051 Jack FM, and also streaming video on the YouTube and Facebook pages. 3:04 to play. Both teams have scored 2 buckets apiece, Riley. So, I mean, that scoring drought, the first 3 minutes, tough for both teams.
Yeah, the first 3 minutes we went with no score, and then Lander finally got their bucket up first, and then Mountain View responded, and it's just been a I get a bucket, you get a bucket type deal for
when Lander wants to pull in close, Mountain View wants to pull away, so that's how things are going so far. Mountain View takes the timeout. They are down to 4? This should be a 3, right?
They've got 3.
Okay. Thanks for the correction there. Having a...
You got me.
Help each other out, right? Kennison, give it to Michaelai. Far side to Addison Hickey. Pass off now to Jada Kennison, as Kennison will put up a shot. She's fouled. Free throws on the way. Winfield and Friday will check in.
They're going to get McFadden for the foul. A little block in the back. That's her first personal.
It's going to be the second team foul, so foul trouble. Trying to look. Nobody really with foul trouble unless... Man, Winfield for 4. I believe she has 2. First free throw, no good for Jada Kennison.
Winfield and Friday to check in. McFadden and Hamilton to check out for the Lady Tigers.
Still got one more free throw left here for Kennison. And that will go in. Brenna Lincoln also in for Lander Valley. Friday to Goggles. Goggles going to try and drive in. Kick out to Winfield. Launches the three. Short. Goggles with the putback. That's a little short as well. Addison Hickey will come up with the board. So that pass there for Isabel Hickey is no good. It's going to be Lady Tiger basketball.
Going to see a couple subs here for the Lady Buffalo. Cammie Kennison.
Let's see Covelo back in. 2:26 to play. Lincoln over center court. Gets the drive, puts up the elbow shot. That's good.
And there's your answer from the Lady Tigers.
That makes this lead down to 9. Biggest lead for Mountain View has been 12. Lander has only had a single-digit lead. Kennison matched up there by Goggles. Lady Tigers again continuing to play man-to-man defense. Cammie, pass off now to Jada Kennison. We'll hand off to Michael Lai. We'll long pass that off to Addison Hickey, and then they're going to say, I believe they're going to get Friday for her third.
Foul down low on Friday. That's her third personal. Third team foul.
Sandra St. Clair will check in. We'll check in for Friday. It'll be Lady Buffalo basketball on the baseline. Michael Lai looks. Bounce pass now to Jada Kennison. Looks to cross over. Baseline floater shot from 12 is no good. St. Clair with the rebound. St. Clair pushing the pace. Will pass inside for Lincoln. Back out to St. Clair. Three is no good. Anderson comes up with it. Anderson, St. Clair. She'll try again for three. That one's no good either. St. Clair with her own basketball, and she'll put it up and good.
You know, sometimes you just got to give it 3 goes to get your points out of it.
Third time's the charm, right? 29-22, 1:14 to play. Michael I for 2, no good. Covelo will put it back up and good. Lead back up to 9. St. Clair, near side. Drive in, was looking for a shot. She got fouled. Is it going to be 3 free throws or 2?
I'm not sure, but that foul's on Cammie Kennison.
They're going to give her only 2 free throws. That looked like it was a 3. Cammie Kennison picks up her second foul.
4th team foul. We're going to see Hamilton check in after this first free throw.
First free throw is a high bouncer, no good.
Isabel Hickey will also check into the ball game. Miley Michaeli will come out.
56.3 to play, 31-22. St. Clair to make this an 8-point game. And will do so. Kennison, bring the ball up. Get it off now to Cammie. Cross-court pass that off to Addison. Inside to Covelo. Covelo puts up the shot. Hamilton will pick up the foul.
Look at Hamilton down low on the push.
14th foul for Lander Valley.
That's Hamilton's 3rd personal foul.
Covelo going to the charity stripe. Went 1 of 2 in her first opportunity. Make that 2 of 3 now.
She is 46% from the free throw line this season.
3 of 10, Riley, unofficially from the free throw line. Just 30%. Second free throw will be good. 2 of 2 for McKinley Covelo. Lincoln loses the basketball, looks for the jump ball, and that will favor Lander. Saves the possession. And they'll just try this again from the sideline.
That hurts Lander a little bit as there's only 42.8 seconds left here in the third.
Lincoln getting some full court pressure. She'll cross the timeline. Loses the basketball as Lincoln. Turnover for Lander. Mountain View comes up with it. Isabel Hickey will look for the shot. Hitting Goggles will pick up the foul. Will be her first, 15th foul.
So now if you're the Lady Tigers, you got to be cautious because you've got 1 more foul to give.
Yeah, and that goes into the 4th.
And it puts Mountain View in the bonus.
Hickey will miss the first. has not made a free throw. 4-12 for Mountain View now. Talk with head coach Melinda Cox, the boys' halftime show. One more free throw here for Hickey. And we'll miss that one too. Mountain View will come up with it. Covelo is going to put up the shot. That's no good. Addison Hickey's going to launch a shot, and then she'll be fouled.
They're going to get St. Clair on the foul.
After all of that, it's just 2 more free throws for Mountain View.
That's St. Clair's first personal 6-team foul here in the third quarter.
Let's see, 4 new Lady Tigers check in unless somebody's in front of the scores table. 23.6 to play. Hickey's first free throw goes in. She's got 3 in the ball game. 3 points.
Bell, Anderson, Friday, and McFadden to check into the ball game.
That leaves Hayden Goggles out on the court. 1 more free throw to go. That's good. And now 23.6 to play. Lander can hold for the final shot if they want. Bell's going to slow things down here. 17.7 to play. Bass, Anderson. Look for the pump fake. Now we'll put up a shot. She'll be fouled and doesn't get the shooter's bounce, so she'll get 2.
That still does send Anderson to the foul line, which helps Lander out.
It's 35-23, still the biggest lead for Mountain View in this ball game. Anderson going to go to the free throw line. She'll look for point number 10 here, just misses. Substitution comes in. Charlie Porter comes in. We'll get 1 more free throw. Shots up. Front iron no good. Into the hands of Isabel Hickey. 6 seconds to play. Hickey to Camian. 3. It's no good. Porter was rebounding. She gets the credit for the rebound, but that will be how the quarter ends. Lander Valley trails 35-23. We'll step aside for the final 12 minutes, or 8 minutes, excuse me. We'll step aside. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook.
Hey Tiger fans, this is senior Layla Norris, and you're listening to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10.
Back here on KOVE, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, Lander, Wyoming. Maya Bereshka joined alongside Riley Bullion as we're streaming Lander basketball on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages. Final 8 minutes, Riley, and Lander's got to start converting some shots here, but limit Mountain View. We said that multiple times, but it's basically been answers from Mountain View.
Yeah, it's just been a really good game of Uno with the reverse card between both teams.
Hickey will put up the shot. That's no good. It's going to be now a miss right there as well. That was a unusual miss. It ends up in the hands of Lander Valley anyway. That will bring it up. Approaching 30 seconds into the quarter. Winfield, 3, no good. Allie Porter comes up with the board. Give it off now to Jada Kennison for 3 is good.
Jada Kennison had nobody around her and just had a wide open 3, took it, got 3 points out of it.
That pushes Mountain View's lead to 15, the largest margin of the game. Friday, Bell looks inside for McFadden, bounce pass to Anderson. She'll try to drive in, put up a shot. That's no good. And once again, Hallie Porter with the rebound. She has 13, or excuse me, was giving Porter the rebound since that shot's no good, and we're going to get a foul. It'll stay with Lander Valley. We get Addison Hickey for her foul. That should be her second. With one more no fouls to give actually for either team. Both teams with 16 fouls, and watch out there. That could have easily been a turnover. Bell didn't even know Cammie was coming up. Pass inside to Friday. Looks for McFadden. There's a collision right there. This game is getting a little bit physical.
Definitely.
Much
getting
contact
physical out there. You hear some reactions there from the crowd.
How much colliding has there been in this game? I mean, with the rebounds, I mean, some of them are just basic basketball plays. Friday will get the inbound. McFadden, bounce pass, Winfield, 3. Takes a high bounce, it will go over the backboard.
Over the backboard and out of bounds. Mountain View will come up with it.
0 of 7 from beyond the arc. Cammie Kennison will bring it up court. Goes behind the back against Bell. 6:23 to play. Kennison drives in, and we're going to get a foul. Which foul comes first? They're going to say it was on the ground.
Foul's going to be on Bell. That's going to be her second personal, but that does put Mountain View in the 1-1.
Yep, 1-1 for Mountain View from here on out for the final. 6:20. And Mountain View doesn't have a foul to give either. They'll put Lander in the 1-1. As Cammie Kennison makes the first. 7 of 16, getting that free throw percentage up a little bit. Second free throw is good. Bell to Anderson. We'll pass it now to Winfield. Winfield to McFadden. Launches the 3 off the backboard. No good. Friday tries to come in for the rebound, and we'll get a foul first. And once again, players on the floor.
We're going to get Addison Hickey on the foul there. We'll see Covelo check into the ball game. Addison Hickey will check out for the Lady Buffalo. That's Hickey's third personal, 7th team, so now that puts the Lady Tigers in the bonus.
Friday going to go to the free throw line. First time today. Free throw, no good. Porter with the rebound. Kennison, matched up by McFadden, will hand off now to Isabel Hickey. Hickey to Porter. Porter now to Jada Kennison, loses the basketball for a moment. Pass inside, Hickey, inside pass to Covelo, and that's just good passing basketball right there, Riley.
That's just really good ball movement by Mountain View, and that's something that they've been really, really good about this season.
Full timeout by Lander, we'll step aside as well. 42-23, we'll step aside. This is Lady Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
You're tuned in to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10's YouTube page.
42-23. Mountain View put 11 up in the third, 7 in the fourth. Lander has not scored in this fourth quarter. Another scoring drought for the Lady Tigers. They started the first 3 minutes without a score. Anderson looks, puts up a high arcing shot, back iron, no good. Covelo with the board. 4 rebounds, 15 points in the ball game is McKinley Covelo. Kennison, bounce pass inside of Covelo. She'll put up a shot, that's good. Make that 17 now for Covelo. Had 21 in the last matchup between these two teams. Inside pass, McFadden. Lose it. Foul occurs first before the turnover.
Foul down low on the ground. Isabel Hickey's going to pick up her first personal.
Michael I will check in. We'll check in for Isabel Hickey, who has just secured her first foul. McFadden will go to the free throw line, and this is where Lander might try to take advantage. As McFadden's free throw is no good. Ends up in the hands of Kennison. Jada will cross over the timeline, 4:55 to play. Michaelai, drive in, bounce pass now to Cammie Kennison. She'll look inside pass, and once again, Covelo puts up the shot, no good. Kennison with the rebound, and we'll get a whistle.
We're going to give that foul to Bell. That's going to be her second personal.
2 free throws on the way. Both teams with 8 fouls. Hayden Goggles going to check in.
That's her third personal, excuse me, not her second.
That is her third. She had one in the first half. She'll check out. 2 free throws here for Kennison, who is 100% today, with only 1 trip to the line. First free throw is good. 5 points for Cammie Kennison with 4:43 to play. Second free throw. Here from the student section, that goes in and good. McFadden now will bring it up again. Lady Tigers will play Pinedale tomorrow. Turnover by the Lady Tigers. Kennison comes up with his Cammie. She'll pull under scoop, score, and foul. And once again, she'll go on the line.
They're going to get McFadden on the foul. That's going to be her second personal, 19 foul. So one more from the Lady Tigers will put the Lady Buffalo in the double bonus.
Yeah, double bonus. A 46-23 ball game. You probably don't want that. You don't even want 1-and-1s right now. The lead is up to 24. It was at 12 to go into the fourth. 12-0 is the fourth quarter margin for Mountain View. Make that 13. 48-23. Kennison with the steal. We'll look for Porter, and she was trying to save it. Kennison getting the screen. We'll see 4 Lady Tigers check in here. And Anderson with the block. How many is that?
That's 5. I got my own Anderson block count going over here. Because there's always at least more than 2 or 3 from her.
Stat sheets say almost 1 a game.
I don't think that's correct at all.
Timeout taken by Lander Valley. 30-second timeout. Porter Supply Company in Riverton is a proud sponsor of LVHS Athletics this season and wants to remind you the beautiful weather we have is not here right now. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with wood, gas, or pellet stoves this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
Hey Lander, thanks for tuning in tonight to support LVHS Sports. Our broadcasts are made possible by great sponsors like Gamble's at 420 Main, right in the middle of town. Shannon Gamble's has truckloads of furniture waiting just for you, and delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store.
Your scoreboard tonight brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. They are proud to provide experienced clinicians to support our athletes and their families, which all Fremont County teams the best of luck this season. 48-23, 4:16 to play, and a 25-point differential for Lander.
Mountain View has the ball underneath their basket.
It will be Kennison to get the inbound. Launches a 3, immediately misses. And it's going to be Bell who comes up with the board. First 3-point attempt in the fourth quarter for Mountain View. Infield going to try to push the pace. Right there, St. Clair. Floater from just outside the paint is no good. Covelo with the board. 5 rebounds and 17 points in the ball game. Michaelai to Porter. We'll see 3 Lady Buffaloes check in. Next dead ball. Kick out. Kennison. Long 2 is good. Kennison with 8 in the ball game. Or I apologize. Make that 10.
And it's almost interesting to think that most of those have come from the free throw line.
Yeah, 6 from the free throw line, all in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds will be a turnover by Lander. Makes the turnover margin 12 apiece for each team.
Addison Hickey, Isabel Hickey, and Hallie Porter will check into the ball game for the Lady Buffalo.
Jada Kennison will bring it up here for for Mountain View. Crosses the logo. Pass now to Hickey. We'll swing it to Michael Lai. She'll try to drive in. Euro step, put up shot, no good. Megan Winfield with the deflection on the play, and Lincoln comes up with the board. Lincoln loses it. Falls to the ground, can't get the basketball. Winfield was trying to poke it out. It is Kennison behind the back, making some moves to get the basketball over the timeline. Isabel Hickey is wide open for a three. It misses. Winfield comes up with it, and we're going to have...
They're going to call a jump ball there. They'll give it in favor of Lander.
It's a weird...
We see McFadden, Anderson, and Friday check into the ball game.
It's a weird way to signal a jump ball. I've never seen that one before.
It's compacted, so they both came up with it, and it got knocked.
Thank you for the clarification there, Riley. Bell will bring it up. 2:40 to play in a 50-23 ball game. 27-point lead for Mountain View. Winfield under scoop score is no good. Ends up in the hands of Addison Hickey. Kennison loses it. Came off the leg of Bell. She'll bring it up, pushing the pace a little bit. Now to Friday. Friday to Bell. Bell will look to drive in here. Will pass out to Winfield. Launches a three. Can she make the first of the game for Lander? No. But Anderson was looking for the putback. That can't go in. And it's right back to Mountain View. Michael Lai puts up a shot, no good. Winfield will come up with it, falls to the ground. And jump ball again to Lander?
You got me there. I don't know.
Because
I don't know. They did call the jump ball down low, and
either way, it's Lander basketball. 1:45 to play. McFadden, look, pass inside to Winfield. Winfield back out to McFadden. Pump fake three. McFadden to Friday. Friday looks to drive in, pass to Winfield. Winfield will look for another three-point attempt. That's no good. Friday comes up with it. Can she put one up and good? That is the first score of the fourth quarter for Lander Valley. Timeout taken by Mountain View, and it's just to get some subs in. Took almost the entire quarter to get a timeout.
You see head coach Melinda Cox trying to fight for you. Have to call a timeout to get subs to come in. You can't just take subs, and she will not win this one.
Because sometimes coaches do that. Just call the timeout, get the substitutions, and we saw that with the boys game for Lander against Riverton.
You technically have to take a timeout in that scenario, and they are going to take a 30-second timeout here.
Is it going to be Lander who takes the timeout then? Or?
They're going to give that one off to Mountain View.
Well, with that, we'll just keep it right here. It's only a 30-second.
Porter Supply Company in Riverton is also proud to sponsor LVHS Athletics this season and wants to remind you that the beautiful weather we've had isn't going to last forever. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with wood, gas, or pellet stove this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online portersmbs.com. You're going to see the official and head coach talk this one over as they're really just trying to get some subs in. You can see Coach, she said, I really just want to talk to my players to take this time out.
Yeah, I think they clarified that now. And they're going to say the timeout does not go against Lander. I think that's what the discussion was about. If timeout, but they are going to charge Mountain View for the timeout. I think the clarification finally coming to light. We had some questionable things that we are trying to figure out as well. Winfield comes up with the steal. Will pass for McFadden. That was a great pass, as that was right in the hands of McFadden. That could have easily been stolen. Anderson puts up the shot. She'll be fouled and go to the free throw line. With 1:06 to play, the Anderson, who will look to be the only Lady Tiger to score double-digit points tonight.
Fouls on Kobelo. That's her fourth personal.
Anderson will knock down the free throw. And with that, she's at 10 points, 8 rebounds. Again, boys game coming up. Lander boys looking to sweep Mountain View. Anderson knocks down the second. Give a quick Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. We'll get right into the Porter's tailgate show. Give you a preview of the boys game coming up. Talk with head coach Stu Mullins. Under a minute to play here, so this will be a win for Mountain View. They'll go 3-1 in conference play. Gunnison inside to Covelo. That's good. Mountain View with 17 fourth quarter points in this one. Friday. Nice fake. Looks to drive in. Put it up and good. Friday with 4. Porter will cross over the timeline, and Winfield will cause the foul as it hits the scorer's table. Send Porter to the free throw line.
Winfield's third personal.
That's the 10th team foul, so it is double bonus for Mountain View from here on out.
Going to see Charlie Porter check in at the next dead ball.
Porter misses the first.
Michaeli will also check into the ball game.
One more free throw coming. That one misses. McFadden comes up with the board. 12 of 23 for Mountain View at the charity stripe. Anderson was looking to put up the 2. That's no good. Couple opportunities, and with 18 seconds to play, Lady Tigers are still bringing pressure and travel and turnover.
You got to give credit to Winfield and Anderson there to really bring that pressure to cause the travel.
Well, I like the effort too. You're not finishing the game and letting it go to pull away as bad as it can be, but you're fighting until the very end. I like how they're playing right now. Shot there from Lander's no good. Mountain View's just going to take it over the court, and we're going to get a foul by Winfield.
It's going to be her 5th personal.
And I believe that will end the day for Winfield. No, it isn't. 14 fouls. So Winfield will be able to stay in the game. She'll stand all the way back. Michaeli at the charity stripe. Knocks in the first. We'll have one more. 53-29. 6.2 to play. Free throw is up and no good. McFadden was coming up with the board, and jump ball will favor Mountain View. 53-29. 4.2 to play now. Inbound. Go to, Porter, and that's going to go out of bounds with a 10th of a second. Don't think you could have timed that more perfectly to go out of bounds. And they'll just get the inbound, and Winfield will chuck it, and that will be the end of the game. 53-29. We'll step aside for some final numbers. This is Lady Tiger basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger Athletics, and they're here for you too at 333 Main Street in Lander.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors.
It's time now for the Bailey's Tire and Auto postgame show on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and the County 10 Sports Network.
It's 53-29 your final here as the Lady Tigers fall in their matchup and drop to 0-4 in conference play to start things off here. And Riley, the first half, I think you could have not played any better. You kept Mountain View in check, and when you don't score early, you don't score until about 1:20 left in the fourth, and Mountain View scores 18. It's going to be pulled away a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Lander really held on for the first little bit there in the first half, and then they kind of just fell apart in the second half. I mean, Mountain View really did pull away in the second half as far as points go. And then, starting the third quarter, they had the points that were going back and forth between the teams and whatnot. But Mountain View really did come out on top with that. Yeah, and when Lander wanted to pull inches closer, Mountain View wanted to pull back more. And that's how everything goes for the Lady Tigers in this one. Quarter by quarter, 15 for Mountain View in the first. Lander had 7. Second quarter would favor Mountain View 9-7. Third quarter favored Mountain View again, 11-9. In the fourth quarter, it was when Lander wasn't able to score late until the fourth, 18-6. And again, that's just about pulling away. Lander would go 11-44 shooting, 7 of 16 from the charity stripe. Riley, they attempted 8 threes and missed all of them in the ball game. Well, and that's one of the numbers that head coach was talking about, trying to get rid of is the 3-pointers and really getting the ball inside as much as possible. And they showed that tonight. I mean, they only took, like you said, 8 3-pointers, and unfortunately none of them went in, but they really did get the ball inside as much as possible. Mountain View 19 of 42. They would go 2 of 9 from 3. They would get 13 of 25 from the free throw line. And again, Lander was controlling the free throws. They were getting to the free throw line. They were making Mountain View go, and then again in the second half, but Mountain View was missing a lot of free throws to start things off. And I think that's what helped Lander stay in this game for a lot longer in this one. And we're going to step aside for a timeout. We're going to do a quick 30-second timeout, Riley. We're going to get right into the Porter's Tailgate Show for the boys. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Keeping you connected with Tiger Basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
And Lander boys are looking for a sweep against the Mountain View Buffaloes, as I'm trying to get my notes here and get everything all sorted. But Riley and Lander, again, they kind of dominated that first matchup 65-41. They'll look to do it again here. As Mountain View, again, they would fall to Whirling Thermopolis last week. They are now losing streak extends to 7. If a loss tonight would tie their longest of the season coming this far. And their only wins against Big Piney in this one. Lander 10 of 6. They fell to Powell on a buzzer beater with 5.5 seconds left. And then they would defeat Level in overtime, where Braden Lincoln and Bennett Washburn would make each one free throw to win that game. Definitely an interesting showing that's going to come between the two teams. They've seen each other before. It was at Mountain View. Now it's at Lander. That does come in Lander's favor, as, of course, every team's going to play at least a little bit better at their home venue. Yep. So it's going to be interesting. Yep, since 2006, 23-5 is the record for Lander. The Tigers again won that last matchup 65-41. Lander, Riley, in the last 3 matchups, 167-121 is how Lander has outscored them.
I mean, it says a lot about how Landers come out so far and potentially what they could do more of.
We're going to get right into this interview with head coach Stu Mullins as we're kind of in a little bit of a hurry, and we're going to get into that interview right now.
Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, here with head coach Stu Mullins of the Lander Valley Boys. And Coach, kind of a tough weekend last week. I mean, you split the weekend, but the one you probably played good in, you didn't win, and the one that was tough, you guys won that one.
Yeah, I mean, two good teams, obviously. Level beat Thermont by, 35 last night, something like that, so I've been trying to tell people that for a long time. And so and we played really well against that team. I mean, we had double-digit lead. I think we were up 15, 16 points in the fourth quarter, and it really just comes down to what we talked about, free throws and turnovers, and if we would have just made any of those front ends, we probably sustained that lead even with Brennan out of the game. So I was really, really proud of them to go in there and win on the road. And then obviously Powell, I mean, that seems like a month ago already, but we played some of our best basketball in that game too. Probably the best effort that we've had all year. So, it's a long drive, and, to be playing that well at this time of year with some things to really clean up, we feel pretty good about it.
How important is it now with only 5 games to go and you get 4 of them at home? You were talking about how building momentum at home would be big towards the end of the season, but just how important is it?
It's I want to say it's really important, but I said that last year and we went into regionals and lost our first game. So, I think anytime you can start playing well at the end of the season is good. And that's really, I kind of feel it within our team that we're ready to break out a little bit. So that's to be seen. We play some really good teams, and you look at the stats against Pinedale, they shot the ball horribly against us. And still we're right in that game, and against Mountain View, if we wouldn't had 3 straight threes from Talon Whalen, that game's a little bit closer too. So, there's some things I think we can do better against them, but they'll obviously be the same way.
Yeah, talking about Mountain View, they got them last time, but again, it's not easy to win 2 ice in a row. Just what's the game plan going? What did you see in that first matchup, and what do you hope to accomplish in this matchup?
Yeah, they're big, they're physical. We didn't rebound very well again against that team, and but we competed really hard, and we competed really hard till the end. And so, I know they've got some injuries, and guys still kind of working back from concussion and all that kind of stuff. So we'll kind of see. We're kind of in the same boat. So we'll be ready for them. They don't really do anything differently, and neither do we. So. It'll be just a matter of who can play better than they did the last time we played.
You just were mentioning kind of injuries and stuff. How is the team looking this week?
Good. We got Kaysen in the gym. He won't obviously play this weekend, but I think he goes back to the doctor on Monday or Tuesday. He's doing all non-contact stuff and getting back into shape a little bit. So, he looks good. Obviously the doctor's got to pass off on that, and still got a long ways to go as far as that goes. But that's really it at this point.
X factor, difference maker. Ultimately, what is it going to take to beat Mountain View today?
I think if we can, get them out of their zone, ideally that would be great. Because I do think, as much as we've played man offense against other teams, I think we have an advantage there. But if not, then we got to make sure that we're continuing to really puncture the paint, getting inside, whether it's with drive.
Fortunately, we're going to have to cut that interview, but we're going to be back here in the starting lineups for the Mountain View Buffalo rally.
Number 2, Colt Henry. Number 3, Hank Allred. Number 10, Dane Branson. Number 11, Spencer Erickson. And number 12, Braden Walker. There's your starting 5 for the Buffalo.
Black uniforms, white numbers and letters with the gray accent on the uniform with the gray and purple stripes. And for the Tigers, it's going to be in their road or home whites. Wearing number 2, Parker Sixby. Wearing number 10, Braden Lincoln. Wearing number 12, it's Caleb Bartoni. Wearing number 15 is Bennett Washburn. And wearing number 23 is the senior Brennan Stauffenberg. Again, in their home white uniforms with the green numbers and letters with the green stripe and logo on the shorts as we get set here for some Lander boys basketball. Again, they're looking for the sweep against Mountain View Riley, and odds are looking good.
The odds are definitely looking good in this one. You know, Lander coming off a win against Mountain View the first time round and looking to come off a second one.
So the Lander student section having to get some control over there, making sure there's enough room for the players to fall or get out if they need to. Brennan Stauffenberg at the center circle, and he will win the tip-off, and we are underway. Parker Sixby ends up with it. Stauffenberg top of the key. Pass it to Sixby, near side. We'll take it back up top to Stauffenberg. Pump fake 3. Again, zone here for the Buffaloes as there's a way to beat that as Bennett Washburn starts the scoring off for Lander with 2.
It's always a good start when the Tigers come out on top.
2-0 already early on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Henry, pass off now to Walker. Will kick out now to Allred. Pass inside is Branson. That's the player to look out for, and he will get on the board early. There's one player to watch out for, Riley. It'll be Dane Branson in this matchup. He scored 15 in the loss against Lander. Sixby back to Stauffenberg, swing it to Lincoln, pump fake, back to Stauffenberg. He'll take a 3 right in somebody's face. Can't get it. Sixby will come up with the basketball. Lincoln, Stauffenberg, Bartoni launching to 3, no good. Washburn puts it up, and he's good again.
Good rebound by Washburn, and then to be able to put it back up and get 2 points out of it.
Tigers showing front court defense here as they do beat it. There's Allred for 2. And this team, Riley, not going to go by easy for Lander.
Definitely not going to let anything go by easy.
6:25 to play. Lincoln to Stauffenberg. Pass it off to Sixby again. Buffaloes will run that 2-3 zone like the Tigers do. Swing to Lincoln. Near side. Cross court pass that off to Stauffenberg. He'll drive in. Bartoni inside, and he'll be fouled and go to the charity stripe.
They're going to get Branson on a foul. That's going to be his first personal. First team foul here in the first quarter.
And if I'm not mistaken, Branson did foul out the last game against Lander. Stauffenberg or Bartoni to the charity stripe and gets the shooter's bounce for the first free throw.
Bartoni 75% from the free throw line this season.
Lander shot 47% in their last matchup. Bartoni knocks both in. And another stat, Riley, Lander was 41% beyond the arc, and that's going to be a turnover by Mountain View.
Quick turnover there by Mountain View. Ball goes back in favor of the Tigers. Just 6:05 left here in the first quarter. 6-4 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Tigers on top.
Lander dressed in pink in their student section tonight. Bartoni will give it to Stauffenberg, swing it to Sixby. Pass inside of Bartoni to Stauffenberg. Drive in, charity stripe shot is up and no good. And Bartoni and Lincoln both were going after the basketball. And it ends up being Mountain View basketball.
Tigers playing a backcourt defense to get things going here.
Mountain View does beat the press. Henry with the basketball will take it to the top of the key. So there's a pass now to Henry again. Launching the 3 is no good. Stauffenberg will come up with the basketball. That's the first miss from Mountain View in the ballgame so far. Lincoln inside. Washburn will look for the reverse shot. That's no good. It's going to be Walker with the board. And then Washburn comes up with it, and then Stu Mullins is hurrying up to call the timeout to save it. And he does. And it's going to be a quick 30-second timeout. Again, we want to give a big shout out to Porter Supply as they are the sponsor of the tailgate show. Also, a big shout out to Wind River Internet for providing this stream.
Your scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experiential clinicals to support our athletes and their families. We wish all Fremont County teams the best of luck this season.
Leading scorer for Lander in the last matchup in the 65-41 victory was Abe Lopez with 22. And a lot of it was the front court pressure defense that Lander showed, and it paid off in the end.
And that's something you're going to see tonight as well as that backcourt defense.
Stauffenberg to Lincoln. Lincoln now will try to drive in, kick back out to Stauffenberg. Fake the pass, now back to Lincoln. Lincoln's got a three. He's going to take it. That's going to be no good. Sixby comes up with it. Sixby will just give it back to Stauffenberg. He'll drive in. Pass to Washburn. Now back out to Sixby. Passes to Bartoni. Bartoni didn't even know it was coming to him.
Sixby had that no-looker pass.
And then it's going to be stolen as Sixby comes up with it. Sixby, Stauffenberg, little floater. That's no good. And who comes up with it? It's going to be Mountain View. As Henry, in the end, ends up with the basketball with 4:26 to play. Pass now inside. Stauffenberg was on the ground, comes back up, and it's another turnover. Stauffenberg, 6B. Pass it right back to Stauffenberg. Swing it to Lincoln. Lincoln now back to Stauffenberg. 6B. He's got a three. He'll take it. Back iron, no good. Bartoni with the rebound. Put back is no good. Bartoni, though, going to go to the line to shoot two.
They're going to give that foul to Spencer Erickson. That's going to be his first personal. Second team foul here in the first quarter. We're going to see a couple Buffalo and a couple Tigers check in.
Talon Whelan, Abe Lopez. Free throw's good. From Bartoni, all of his points coming from the free throw line.
Will Anderson.
Will Anderson coming in.
And Cole Bunin check into the ball game for the Buffalo.
First miss there for the charity stripe for Lander Valley is Bartoni's the only one from Lander to go to the line tonight. 3:51 to play. Henry to Walker to Branson, back out to Henry. He'll try to drive in, and that could have easily been called a carry. Walker. Or excuse me, that's Anderson for the shot. That's no good. Lopez will come up with it. Stauffenberg. Lopez back to Stauffenberg now. Again, Mountain View will run that zone for the entirety of the game if they want. Lopez, three. Good!
Good shot, take good 3 points there by Lopez.
Anderson will give it to Henry, leads us 6 now. 10-4 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Anderson, bounce pass to Branson, looks for the cut pass, doesn't get it though. Henry's wide open for a three. That's going to be no good. Anderson will come up with the basketball. And that's going to be no good. Washburn falls to the ground. It's going to be Lander basketball. 10-4 still with 2:48 to play. Lopez will inbound it to Stauffenberg. Across the paw. Lopez back to Stauffenberg. Top of the key, swing it to Lopez. He made a three already in this ball game. Wheelan back out to Stauffenberg, pass inside to Washburn. Inside pass to Bartoni, loses the basketball. Does come up with it. Bartoni's shot's deflected. He gets it right back. Bartoni is going to have it go out of bounds. So a couple of opportunities there for Bartoni.
Bartoni has that ball deflected 3 times in a row. Does stay in favor of the Tigers down low underneath their basket.
Lopez will inbound. 2:23 to play. Inbound. Wheelan. We'll just bring it up for Lopez. Lopez. Stauffenberg. Pass inside. Bartoni looks for Washburn. Turn it over by Lander. And he gives Mountain View the basketball. Far side. Anderson, Henry, Got about a 3, give it to Anderson. We'll swing it now to number 20. He's not on my roster either. It's Cole Buhin. Branson out. Anderson 3. No good. And Riley, right now, Mountain View really kind of relying on that 3. Lopez is going to try to take it all the way in. Foul occurs first.
Foul's going to be on Braden Walker. That's going to be his first personal 13 foul here in the first quarter.
Behunden, excuse me. I apologize for the mispronunciation. For Mountain View. 1:39 to play. Inbound. Stauffenberg. Give it to Whelan. Whelan back to Stauffenberg. And you know, Riley, these possessions right now for Lander, I mean, they're taking the time they want, and they're not really rushing things.
They have no intentions of rushing anything. They're really just trying to get the shot that they want as Lopez puts up a 3, doesn't get that one to go.
Basketball will end up on the ground. Lopez will foul before the kick violation because there could have easily been a kicking violation. That's only the first team foul, too, for Lander.
Going to see a sub come in. Cash Henry will check into the ball game. Colt Henry will check out.
6B and Lincoln. Great minds think alike, Riley.
We're also going to see Hank Allred check back into the ball game. Bunin will check out.
Again, Riverton hosting Green River as Fremont County getting a lot of home basketball action this weekend. Anderson to Walker. Walker one dribble pass off. Branson inside, matched up there by Stauffenberg. Will put it up. That's no good. And they're just going to let that go out of bounds. And Branson was diving for the deflection off Lincoln. Can't get it, though.
Trying to get the deflection, doesn't get that one to go. Ball comes back in favor of the Tigers. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Lander Wrestling matched up against Riverton last night for their last regular season action. Riverton did come up as the winner, and Lincoln will turn it over and just mistimed the pass right there. Walker to Allred, now to Anderson. Anderson. Give it off now to Cash Henry. Buffalo's just swinging things right now. Branson. Back out to Allred for 3. Gets his own rebound. Floater is no good either. 6B will end up with the basketball. Whelan to Lopez. Whelan slips a little bit. Lopez is going to get called for the charge.
That'll be Lopez's second personal. Second team foul.
Kind of knew that one immediately.
Going to see Bartoni and Washburn check into the ball game. Lopez and Stauffenberg to check out.
Mountain View basketball with 14.9 to play. They'll hold for the final shot if they want. I'm assuming they will. Henry to Anderson. 6 seconds. Anderson pump fake. And Henry took the shot with 4 seconds to go. I wonder if that student section kind of plumbing into play. They're saying 3 seconds with 6 seconds left. Either way, 10-4 after 1. We'll step aside. We'll be back after this. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
Hey Tiger Nation, this is Casey McClung on behalf of Lander Valley Athletics and Tiger Basketball. I want to thank you all for supporting us this season, and go Tigers.
And for good news for Casey, he was able to do some practice last week. As watched the Wednesday practice, he was able to shoot around a little bit. As you heard that from head coach Stu Mullins, is that shot there from Branson no good. Gets his own rebound. He'll put it back up and good. It's 10-6 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard in the second quarter. Whelan to 6B. Pass off down to Lincoln. Washburn. Whelan, he thought about a three. Doesn't take it, though. Lincoln now. Pass inside Washburn. Washburn now back to Lincoln. Lincoln, cross-court pass that to 6B. That's going to go out of bounds. That was a high pass. Go right back to Mountain View. Make this a one-score game with this possession. Inbound. Anderson will bounce past that off to Cash Henry. Back to Anderson. Henry to Branson. Mountain View going to just swing things around too. They're looking for their shot as well. That was a backdoor play there from Branson. Washburn picks up the foul.
It's going to be his first personal 13 foul here in the second quarter with just 7:05 left.
I don't think any Lander player knew that was coming, with Branson running basically behind on that. Branson going to go to the free throw line, look to get 5 and 6. And misses the first as it took a second.
Branson 38% for the season on the free throw line.
Get one more free throw. And that one's no good. Washburn will come up with the board. Whelan to Lincoln. Over a minute to play in the second quarter. 6B now back to Whelan. Whelan to 6B. 6B going to go baseline and back to Washburn. Washburn. Whelan. Thought about driving in. Pass out to 6B. Looks inside Washburn. Pass inside to Bartoni. Bartoni. Fadeaway is good.
Good spin move shot there by Bartoni to realize where he was at compared to his defender.
Again, they are not rushing anything with their shots. It's only 12-6 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Inside Walker is good. 12-8 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Biggest lead for Lander has been 6 in the ball game. 6B. Bounce pass. Washburn looks for the reverse. Puts it up. He'll be fouled. 2 free throws coming.
They're going to get Dane Branson on the foul. That's going to be his second personal, 4th team foul. Here in the second quarter, we're going to see Stauffenberg check in.
Dustin Reese making some substitutions again in his 6th season as the boys head coach of Mountain View. He actually spent some time on the girls' side for 10 seasons, actually. Qualified for state 9 times. He had 2 third-place finishes, 1 second-place finish for Mountain View.
Going to see Bunin, Paxton Walker, and Colt Henry check into the ball game for the Buffalo.
Washburn misses both free throws right there, and it's back to Mountain View. Again, massive substitution coming in. Seeing a lot of players who aren't on the roster that I had the first time, but we actually have an accurate roster, so appreciate Lander for that. Erickson to Walker, pass inside. Saved right there by Mountain View. Erickson to Buchanan. Back to Buchanan. Swing it to Henry now. Henry put up a floater. That's good from Colt Henry. And it's only a 2-point game now, Riley. Stauffenberg. Lincoln. Lincoln now will bounce pass that off to 6B. Thought about a 3. Give it to Stauffenberg. He'll try to drive in, putting some bully ball right there. Washburn for the shot is good.
Good dish from Stauffenberg off to Washburn to get the 2 points down low.
Lopez. We'll check back in. Next dead ball for Lander Valley. 14-10 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Cole Henry is going to launch a 3. Make this a 1-point game. He can't do so. And Parker 6B going up for it. Stauffenberg now. Give it to 6B. And Tigers they're going to just pass this ball until they find the shot they want. Lincoln. Inside Bartoni. Back out to Stauffenberg. He's got a wide open 3. He won't make it though. Lincoln comes up with it. And it's going to be stolen by Mountain View. Cole Henry looks, puts up a floater. That's good. And it's back to a one-score game. Mountain View keeping things close right now. A 2-point game, 4:07 to play in the second quarter. Low-scoring affair here at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Lincoln's three is no good. They'll go right back to Mountain View. Lopez will check in for Lincoln.
Allred and Anderson will check in for the Buffalo. Erickson will check out.
3:56 to play now. Henry pass it off now to Anderson. Right back to Henry. They're swinging inside, Allred. Dish inside, puts it up. That's no good. Bartoni comes up with it. Right back to the Tigers. Stauffenberg to Sixby. Sixby right back to Stauffenberg. Pass that off to Lopez. Lopez's three is no good. And Lopez is going to try to look for his own rebound. You got to be careful, though. You're playing with 2 fouls in the ballgame. Anderson with the basketball. Pass inside of Walker. He'll put up a shot, and that one could have tied it. Washburn will come up with the board. And it's still 14-12. 6B thought about a three. Doesn't take it, though. Stauffenberg. Lopez. And drive in. One dribble, actually. Stauffenberg loses the basketball. It will go foul first before the turnover could have occurred.
Foul's going to go on Colt Henry. That's going to be his first personal 5th team foul here. Going to see Bunin check back into the ball game. Walker will check out.
Tiger basketball inbound to Stauffenberg. Charity stripe shot is good. First points for Brennan Stauffenberg in the ball game. In this student section, a good one tonight. 16-12 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. 2:40 to play. Yohanan will pass that off now to Henry, and timeout taken by Mountain View. We'll step aside. This is Tiger basketball. 16-12, they're up. 2:34 to play. We're back after this on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com.
Hey Tiger fans, this is senior Brendan Stauffenberg, and you're listening to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10.
16-12 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard, 2:34 to play. Lander leads this one against the Buffaloes from Mountain View, who will be hosting the regional tournament here in a couple of weeks as Sixby comes up with the steal. He's going to put the shot in one. Got a replay on that one, I bet. Just start that off. Checking the replay. That's just an easy turnover for Sixby. He gets his first points of the ball game. Nice capture there by Riley Bouillons. You're looking at that at the County 10 Sports replay. Sixby will look to make this the largest lead of the ball game. And he will. 19-12. Substitution will come in. Cash Henry will check in for Allred. And it's Mountain View basketball. Lander showing that full court pressure. Henry will bring it up. Across the timeline with it. Look to hand it off to Buchanan. Buchanan to Walker. Now back to Henry. Anderson to Cole Henry. Both Henrys out there. Anderson swing it to Buchanan. He'll try to drive in. A couple of dribbles. And that will be almost stolen there by by Lander as Bennett Washburn poked it out.
This is the first time we're seeing the Tigers play a man-to-man defense.
And you're right, Riley. They are. That's something you don't normally see from them. Henry's shot is deflected by Bartoni.
Good swat there by Bartoni.
Nice play there. Like you said, Riley. Still Mountain View basketball. The Tigers are, again, showing that 2-3 zone now. Inbound to Cash Henry. Pass inside now to Erickson. And travel comes first. Turnover by Mountain View. They have 4 turnovers in the ball game to Landers 5. And the student section letting Mountain View hear it here at Lander Valley High School in the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. 1:39 to play now. Lopez, Bartoni to Lopez. Lopez now going to look to drive in. Kick out to Bartoni. Swing it to Sixby's. 3 is good.
Good connection by Sixby on the three-point line.
All points for Sixby with 6 come in the second quarter. They are up now by 10. Biggest lead for Lander Valley in the ball game. Pass inside Walker. Washburn, watch out there. It's going to be a foul on Washburn.
Good to see Dash Madsen check in to the ball game for the Buffalo.
It's the first time we're seeing him in this ball game.
Colt Henry will check out. Just 1:11 left here in the second quarter, 22-12 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Tigers are on top.
Anderson's inbound will go to Madsen. Cash Henry now will have that stolen, but Washburn will pick up his third, if I'm not mistaken.
That is his third personal. We'll see Talon Whelan check into the ball game.
Yeah, he'll have to check out Washburn. You don't want to play with 3 fouls. Inbound to Madsen. Approaching a minute in the half. Again, we'll talk with head coach Melinda Cox at the halftime intermission. So they will play Pinedale tomorrow. Lopez with the steal. Lopez going to push the paces. You got 3 Mountain View Buffaloes right there. Jump ball favors Lander, though.
Ball does favor Lander. 49.4 seconds left.
Okay, we'll have probably a little extended pregame, or excuse me, halftime show because some seniors will be honored from indoor track. Bartoni behind the back, swing it to Sixby. He'll take another 3. This one's going to be off just a little bit. And Lander hasn't missed a shot inside the arc. 30 seconds to play now. Anderson, give it to Henry, pass it to Walker. Floater is good. That was an aggressive floater right there from Braden Walker. 18 seconds. Tigers will hold for the final shot. Stauffenberg, Whelan, pass it to Bartoni. Watch out there. Stauffenberg, Lopez shoots the 3. That's good. Well, don't need to hold for the last shot when you do that, Riley.
I mean, no reason to really hold for it.
Anderson, buzzer beater. Front iron, no good. 25-14. We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll be back after this. We'll try to catch up with head coach Melinda Cox and try to get you guys that senior recognition that's coming up. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Xander's One Stop of Lander wishes the best of luck to all student athletes and sports teams throughout Fremont County. Xander's One Stop has it all. Clean gas, ethanol-free fuel, diesel, a variety of household and automotive needs. Stop in for the very best in snacks, lunch, dinner, and much more. Plus, the best liquor selection. And now lottery tickets for the Cowboy Draw, Mega Millions, Powerball, and Lucky for Life. It's all here.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 1077 FM, also streaming online at county10.com. The senior recognition is about to start. We're going to actually just put the headsets down, let the audio play, and we will give you guys that recognition. Christian Corona will follow with the camera as well. And Here we go. Seniors being recognized for indoor track. We're going to take a quick 60-second timeout, recap the first half. We'll step aside. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families. Our locally owned clinics offer a wide range of specialties like aquatic, vestibular, and pediatric therapy. On staff, we have specialists certified in dry needling, sports and orthopedic therapy, and a certified hand therapist now seeing patients both in Riverton and Lander. Our women's health specialists can help with everything from incontinence to pre- and postpartum care. Our 6 locations in western Wyoming are all built for physical and aquatic therapy. To find out more or to schedule an appointment, go to FremontTherapyGroup.com.
High Country Hearing Center supports patient hearing health care with a superior standard of practice for our Wyoming families, and we are proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. High Country Hearing Centers has been serving Wyoming's hearing health care needs since 1979. High Country Hearing Centers will
Hey Tiger Nation, this is Braden Lincoln on behalf of Lander Valley Athletics and Tiger Basketball. I want to thank you all for supporting us on this season. Go Tigers.
25-14 your score right now. Lander leads this one in what's really been a slow, kind of patient game so far in this one, Riley. 25-14 the score.
It's been a fast-paced game, but Lander's really taken advantage of passing the ball around, taking the shots that they want to take and not shots that they have to take necessarily. They're not taking as many threes as what they usually do in games. They're kind of moving the ball around at the pace they want to move it around at.
Yeah, you want to talk about a good shooting start for Lander, 53%. I have them 9 of 17 for the Tigers so far, 4 of 7 from the charity stripe. You also have 3 of 7 from three-point land for the Tigers in this one. For Mountain View, 7 of 20, just 0 of 6 from 3, and only 1 trip to the stripe so far.
I mean, yeah, really self-explanatory. The score being 25-14 right now, and we're just waiting for halftime to get over. So not the highest of scoring games that we've seen before, but definitely a game that's going back and forth, mostly in favor of Lander.
Abe Lopez with 6. You also got Bennett Washburn with 6. Parker Sixby also has 6. So that actually leads the way for Lander Valley so far. Caleb Bartoni with 5. Brennan Stauffenberg with 2 points so far. So, and he's been more of moving the basketball right now. And so far, your leading scorer not really putting up the points, but you're making this lead a significant lead right now. 11 points, the biggest lead for Lander so far. Mountain View has not even had the lead in the ballgame. We've only had 2 ties as well in the ballgame as well. For the Mountain View Buffaloes, there's 3 with 4 points. Braden Walker, Dane Branson, and Colt Henry, all with 4 points in the game so far. And Riley, I think it's pretty simple. Just stay patient and look for your shot, and you're good.
Definitely stay patient, and there's not really any players right now in foul trouble other than Washburn with 3. And other than that, you really just have to kind of, play the pace you've been playing all game. Don't rush anything. Just keep the ball movement up.
Yep, turnover margin also tied as well at 5 apiece in that one. Again, like you mentioned, Bennett Washburn, 3 fouls in the ball game so far. Mountain View, everybody has at least one, whoever has committed a foul in the ball game in this one. Riley, we're going to take our final timeout here. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back after this. Give you guys some second half action. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger Athletics, and they're here for you too at 333 Main Street in Lander.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at RE/MAXRiverton.com.
You're tuned in to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10's YouTube page.
25-14 to start the second half. Tigers lead this one in a pretty good margin when you put up 15 points in the second quarter for the Tigers. Again, they scored 10 in the first. Mountain View 10-4 so far in this one. Buffalo basketball to start the second half of action. Henry swing it now to Erickson. He'll pass it up, wobble it up right there for Allred. And the Buffalo start the second half action with a lob layup. Bartoni, Stauffenberg now. He'll look to drive in. He'll put up a shot from medium range. Can't get it. Lincoln will try to put it up. That's no good. And the Tigers will start 0 of 2, but jump ball favors the Tigers.
Good job by Lincoln to cause that jump ball. Give it right back to the Tigers.
Lopez inbound Stauffenberg. Almost loses it there for a moment. 6B comes up with it. 6B, Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg now. Gonna try to cause some contact. Kick out to 6B. Pass it to Lincoln. Lincoln to Lopez. Give it right back to 6B. He'll lose the basketball, be poked out. It will stay with Lander.
And here you go again with Lander really just taking their time, trying to find the right shot.
Stauffenberg will look. Give it to Lopez here. Lopez. Pass it off now to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg will look to drive in. Loses the basketball, though.
Foul's going to be on Braden Walker. That's going to be his second personal. First team foul here in the second half.
Still 25-16. Tigers looking for their first bucket. Lopez, 6B wide open for three. And does not get the shooter's bounce right there. He does get his own bucket, though. And Lincoln comes up with it after the missed shot there. And we're going to have a foul on the ground.
Foul's going to go against Colt Henry. That's going to be his third personal. We're going to see Cash Henry check in for Colt Henry.
Two of the smaller players are ending up with the basketball in that last possession. Lincoln gets the inbound to 6B. Pass inside to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg backs up. Pass that off to Bartoni. Bartoni fakes the pass to Lincoln. Now give it to 6B. Stauffenberg. Take it up. Back to Bartoni. We'll swing it to Lopez. 6:38 to play. Stauffenberg, three, up, no good. And Lincoln comes up with it, and we're going to have a jump ball. He'll favor Mountain View, but great job there by Lincoln to go in and cause that.
Got to give credit to Lincoln. That's the second time now that he's caused a jump ball just off of a rebound.
Yeah, Erickson didn't even know he was coming right there. Full court pressure by the Tigers. Deflection there. Unfortunately, can't get it as the Tigers. Branson pass inside Walker. Easy layup is no good. Stauffenberg will come up with it. Stauffenberg right now 2 points, 3 rebounds. Pass inside Bartoni. Nice pass on that. Gets deflected there by Branson. It's back to Mountain View basketball. Walker, top of the key. Swing it now to Allred. Pass inside to Branson. Branson now. Kick out. Erickson, three. Good. 5-0 run, and Riley, this is starting to look like one of those scoring droughts Lander could potentially go on. Inside, Lopez, spin, bounce pass to Bartoni, and turnover. Mountain View building some momentum right now, Riley.
Mountain View is definitely taking advantage of building this momentum here in the third quarter, of taking the ball away, scoring as many points as possible, breaking the full court press.
Yeah, it's a 5-0 run to start the third. Blocking foul occurs first on Bartoni. That'll be his first personal.
First team foul here in the third quarter.
25-19 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Shot there, no good. 3-point misses everything, but Allred gets a miss, and then Branson will put it up and good. So missed the 3, you missed the 2. Branson will put it back up and good. And it's now a 4-point game just like that after an 11-point game. Lincoln, Lopez. Cross court pass that off to Stauffenberg. We'll go right back to Lopez. Lopez, drive in, kick out. 6B wide open 3 is good. Parker 6B with 9. And timeout taken by head coach Stu Mullins. And that's the score you need. That avoids the scoring drought. 30-second timeout.
Hey, Lander, thanks for tuning in tonight to Support LVHS Sports. Our broadcasts are made possible by great sponsors like Gamble's of 420 Main, right in the middle of town. Shane at Gamble's has truckloads of furniture waiting just for you, and delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store.
That does include Riverton Tires. Thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Bailey Tire and Auto in Riverton. Lander has a huge selection of every kind of tire you can think of. Check them out and stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. And there's the 3 to avoid that scoring down potentially at the start of it. It's only 7-3 if you just take the third quarter score. 4:51 to play against Stu Mullins. Takes the timeout for the Tigers. They have 4 or 3 timeouts.
I always forget to hit the timeout button.
Well, they don't have a timeout on the actual scoreboard, so I rely on the feed as that goes out of bounds. Stays with Mountain View.
See the Tigers picking up their backcourt defense or man-to-man.
Yeah, what worked in the first game really hasn't been much of a factor. All red. Erickson to Branson on the elbow. Here's a pass off to Cash Henry. Misses the three. And 6B will come up with it. Stauffenberg. Bounce pass to 6B. 6B back to Stauffenberg. He'll try to go in on that 2-3 zone. Pass inside of Lincoln. Puts it up and good.
Good dish down low from Stauffenberg to give it off to Lincoln.
Lead back up to 9. Branson shot, no good. Walker comes up with it. Allred's going to try to put up a 3. That's no good. It's right back to the Tigers. Bartoni, Stauffenberg. We'll give it to Bartoni for 3. Misses the front iron. And it goes right back to Mountain View. Henry, Walker to Erickson, back to Cash Henry. We'll give it off now to Allred, pass inside. Branson, right back there to Erickson. That's up and good.
Erickson had a wide open layup. Nobody around him took it and got 2 points out of it.
23-30. Stauffenberg, pass off to Lincoln, swing it to 6B. Back to Stauffenberg. Lopez, pump fake 3, thought about driving in. Now he'll attempt to do it. Fake the pass, back to 6B. 6B will take a 3. Can he go back-to-back threes? He can! 6B with 12. It's 33-23. Branson inside, foul. Stauffenberg will pick it up and does not like that call.
Going to see a couple subs come in. Whelan and Washburn will check in for the Tigers.
Save sends Dean Branson to the charity stripe.
Branson is 38% from the free throw line.
And will miss the first.
So we're going to see Bunin and Anderson check into the ball game for the Buffalo.
Lopez checks out. Lincoln checks out.
Erickson and Allred check out.
Whelan is in. This is the free throw. Walker basically scoops it up to Washburn. And it's Tiger basketball with a 10-point lead. 6B. Pass to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg now. Back to 6B. 6B. Stauffenberg again inside Bartoni. He'll come back out with it. Tigers swinging the basketball around right now. Stauffenberg almost loses it. Stauffenberg looking. He's looking for a pass. There's Washburn. He'll put it up and no, can't get it. Washburn was looking for the under the basket score. Couldn't get it though. And then pickpocket right there by Lander. Here's 6B. That's good. Talon Whelan with the deflection tip right there. And it's back to a 12-point game. Biggest lead of the ball game. Mountain View looking for their run right now. Tigers have overtaken the third quarter margin. 10-9 right now. Walker will give it off here to Anderson. Knocks down the 3. That's Anderson's first score of the ball game. Makes it a 35-26 game. Stauffenberg was looking for Bartoni. He turns it over. And Anderson will bring it up. Henry is looking for the dish. Couldn't get it though. Bounce past that now to Branson. At the stripe. We'll give it off now to Buchanan. Branson has it poked out there by Stauffenberg. 6B will get it after the pass from Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg to 6B. We'll pass that off to Stauffenberg. Pump fake. We'll give it right back to 6B. He'll go baseline. Loses the basketball. It's going to be a turnover. 6B looked like he thought he got fouled right there. Doesn't get it though. Under a minute to play. And this quarter's gone very quickly. 53 seconds to go. Shot there from Branson's no good. Stauffenberg will come up with it. Stauffenberg with 4 rebounds unofficially. Almost loses the basketball. Washburn will come up with it. Stauffenberg, Wheelan. Will dribble it up. Pass off to Stauffenberg to Bartoni. And we got an injury on the play. And he's pointing to his ankle. And he immediately pointed to that ankle and can't feel it. Or not feel it, but he's having a struggle with it. His trainer Adam Simon is attending him right now. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Abraham Lopez, and you're listening to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10.
So the one injured is Buchanan, and he has to go immediately to the trainer's table. And as soon as he fell, he immediately pointed to his ankle. And hopefully he's okay. Again, you got to just be worried about that. Tiger basketball with 25 seconds to play. Bartoni. Swing it to Wheelan. Wheelan now to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg to Wheelan. Lopez off the high pass. Does corral it. 8 seconds to play. Lopez backs up. Gets the screen from Bartoni. Lopez now step back. Was looking for the pump fake. He'll chuck it up and it will not go in. Bartoni gets it in. Wow, can we take a look at that? How many seconds were left on that? There had to be a half a second left to make that shot. Either way, the score is good. After the desperation 3 from Lopez. We'll step aside for a timeout. We're back after this. This is Tiger Basketball, 37-26 after this.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive.
Now, back to Lander Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Well, that was interesting to say the least at the end. I think there was half a second on the clock, and everybody thought the quarter was over, and Washburn just puts it up and good. It's been a kind of a story for Lander with the buzzer beaters so far.
They've had their fiasco of buzzer beaters so far this year.
Well, 2 last week didn't favor Lander. Lander scored 3 straight buzzer beaters against Lyman, but fell in that one. Pass inside to Washburn as the Tigers start the fourth quarter with the basketball. Out of bounds goes in favor of Lander Valley. In the boys' game with Riverton and Green River, it's Riverton up by 2 right now, 25-23.
Colt Henry just checked into the ball game for the Buffalo.
Turnover by the Tigers. Mountain View with the basketball. 7:35 to play here. Again, Tigers are looking to sweep the Buffaloes in conference play. Again, both Lander will play Pinedale tomorrow. There's a pass. Allred will give it out here to Henry. He'll launch a 3 from the top of the key. That's no good. Bounces off of Washburn's hand. Washburn was looking for the jump ball as Henry will put it up. That's no good. Bartoni will come up with the board. And Bartoni falls in. He's hurt. And Bartoni is slow to get up, and hopefully he is okay. And Adam Simon is having himself a kind of day as well, as he is holding, looks to be his leg. And gotta wonder, maybe that's just a cramp right there. And the way he's treating it looks like a cramp, so it's hopefully good news right there for Lander as well. 7:07 to play. It's 37-26. We'll step aside for a quick 30. We're back after this.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Xander.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM, streaming online on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages. Looks like the team is in good spirits and everybody is kind of giggling around. It appears to just be a cramp, just the way Adam was treating it, but I'm not going to assume anything. Here's a steal from Allred. He'll have to slow it down as the Tiger defense. Great job there. Anderson to Henry, 6:47 to play. This game isn't over. That three-pointer is good from Anderson. And that's how we start the fourth quarter. Mountain View looking for a run. Tigers need to keep this lead. 6:33 to play. Lopez to Washburn. Washburn now pass off to Whelan. Whelan's going to take a three. That one it's good. It's going to take the bouncing over the backboard. That looks good from our angle. Riley, unfortunately, just doesn't go in.
Just didn't get the shooter's bounce as it hit the front of the iron and just went right over top of the backboard.
Inbound to Allred. Give it to Henry. Now Anderson. Tigers showing that little bit of front court pressure. And almost turning it over was Mountain View. Luckily, they get the basketball still. Allred. Pass to Walker. Shots no good. Branson with the rebound. He'll put it up, and that's good. And once again, the Tigers are starting this quarter scoreless. 37-31. Lopez. Give it here to Whelan inside Washburn. Back out to Whelan. Whelan to Lopez. Lopez to 6B. He'll take the three. Back iron, no good. And it's Colt Henry with the rebound. 5:30 to play in the quarter. And picking it is Whelan. Lopez will get it off and can't get it up, but Stauffenberg will put it up and good.
Good job by Stauffenberg to put his arm out, catch the ball, and put it back up and get 2 points out of it.
Bartoni walking under his own power, so that's good news there for the Tiger fans. Approaching 5 minutes to play. Student section getting cheers going. Branson inside. Walker, and that's just a fair of a shot. It goes in. Basically just chucked it up, and it's going to be a timeout taken by Mountain View. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Now, back to Lander Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Well, it looks like a 60-second. It's actually a 30-second. 39-33 now on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Lopez, threes, no good. Rebound there by Anderson. And the Tigers now, once again, kind of in that low scoring drought. Stauffenberg did do a putback. Bartoni's back in the ball game. He'll get credit for the foul. And right now it's a 9-2 advantage.
It's going to be Bartoni's second personal, third team foul here in the fourth quarter. Foul count only 3-2 right now.
Yeah, so we'll see who wants to play with their fouls as this game gets near to the end of regulation. Anderson, three is good. It's now a 3-point game. Lopez. Give it to Stauffenberg. Lincoln's going to check in next dead ball here for the Tigers. 6B. Lopez. Lopez now will pass that off to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg going to try to answer with a three. It is in and out, no good. And coming up with it was Walker. Here's a pass now to Branson. Mountain View going to slow things down here, but Mountain View needed a run. They were looking to tie it. Getting the old rebound is Anderson. Anderson will pass it back out to Walker. Henry will bring it to the top of the arc. Reset things here for Mountain View. Pass inside Branson looking for Walker. He'll put it up and it's a 1-point game. Timeout taken by Lander, and this is to try to stop the momentum that Mountain View is building. Full timeout, we'll take one as well. Back after this, 39-38 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years, providing highly trained clinicians to treat athletes and their families. Our locally owned clinics offer a wide range of specialties like aquatic, vestibular, and pediatric therapy. On staff, we have specialists certified in dry needling, sports and orthopedic therapy, and a certified hand therapist now seeing patients both in Riverton and Lander. Our women's health specialists can help with everything from incontinence to pre- and postpartum care. Our 6 locations in western Wyoming are all built for physical and aquatic therapy. To find out more or to schedule an appointment, go to FremontTherapyGroup.com.
High Country Hearing Center supports patient hearing health care with a superior standard of practice for our Wyoming families, and we are proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. High Country Hearing Centers has been serving Wyoming's hearing health care needs since 19.
Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Don't miss any of the action for Tigers basketball all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
38-39 as the Tigers lead this one by 1. Lopez try to drive in, under scoop, scores good. They needed that one, Riley.
Good shot take there by Lopez to basically make his own lane down low and put 2 points up.
41-38 now the score with 3:06 to play. Henry wide open is good. Colt Henry with 8. Goes back to a 1-point game. Lopez, Stauffenberg, back to Lopez. Lopez right back to Stauffenberg, and that's going to be stolen there. It is deflected. Stauffenberg can't pick it up. Stauffenberg, Lincoln, turnover. Well, Mountain View wanted a backcourt violation. They don't get that, but you get the turnover on top of that.
You get the turnover and you get the ball back, so helps them out in a little.
Yeah, and they can take the lead here, too. Branson with the handoff to Henry. 41-40, 2:33 to play. Mountain View looking for their second win of the season. Washburn will deflect that out of bounds.
Good poke away there by Washburn to really let no movement happen down low.
It's going to be Anderson to inbound. He'll look for, Erickson for 3, and he makes it. Spencer Erickson just made this the first lead change for Mountain View. Washburn will put it back up and ties the ball game.
Good put back there by Washburn, realized where he was at, and his defender almost steals that one.
Yeah, you got to be careful, though, with Washburn. He's playing with 3 fouls in the ball game. Only 3-2 with a foul margin. Lander has 3 fouls. Student section cheering for defense. Henry thought about a 3, doesn't take it, though. Tigers playing man-to-man defense now. They're beating that 2-3 zone. Here's another 3 from Erickson. That takes the bounce. Stauffenberg with the foul. Stauffenberg picks up his second.
Stauffenberg's second, 4th team foul here in the 4th. 1:40 to go, 43 apiece.
Timeout taken by Mountain View. Full timeout. We'll take one as well. 1:40 to play. 43 all. We'll step aside. We're back after this.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals. Stop into Palace Pharmacy, 1255 Main Street, Lander, or see them online at palacepharmacywy.com. Catch the game on your phone or the comfort of your home living room. Tiger Basketball is streaming all season long on County 10's YouTube channel.
1:40 to play. 43 all. Mountain View basketball with a chance to take the lead again. We're going to start seeing this lead change go up, Riley. Lincoln was looking for the steal. Henry gets the inbound pass. Tigers running man-to-man. Henry look to drive in. Backs up now. Lincoln guarding him. The Buffaloes are swinging the basketball around right now. Anderson to Branson. Branson will swing it out to Erickson. Inside to Branson. And you're going to have an offensive foul. This is going to go against Walker for the illegal screen.
That's going to be his third team foul here in the fourth quarter.
And once again, the student section letting Mountain View hear it here. Stauffenberg will bring it up. 1:12 to play. As the Tigers have been in quite a few close games lately. Both games last week, then close matchups. Lopez will make a move. Looks for the kick out to Henry. It's stolen. Mountain View with a chance to take the lead again. Henry with the basketball. Give it out now to Erickson. Inside to Branson. And then that's going to be another offensive foul.
Foul's going to go against Dane Branson. That's going to be his third personal, fourth team foul. Just 49.5 seconds left here in the fourth. Tied 43 apiece on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard.
And Lander's going to come in with Whelan to try to get a three-point shot or get a shot off if you need it, because Whelan at the end of last game, the last time these two met, had 3 threes in the fourth. Timeout taken by head coach Stu Mullins. And that will bring the Tigers down to 2 timeouts, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 1. I apologize. We're going to stop it for another full timeout. 34.6 to play, 30 seconds after this.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Now, back to Lander basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Well, Lander took one of their final 2 timeouts. 43 all, 34.6 to play. Riley, they've been in all these games before. They've been in the close games. They got to finish here now.
That's all they have to do is finish this one off. You mentioned Whelan checking in. He did check into the ball game.
Inbound goes to Stauffenberg. 32 seconds to play. And Stauffenberg is going to wait until the 10-second count to cross the timeline. And he will. I think Tiger's going to hold for the final shot. The way they just set that up. Whelan looks. He'll dribble it off to Stauffenberg. 14 to play. Lincoln looks for Stauffenberg. And timeout taken by head coach Stu Mullins again with 8.7 to play. We'll just keep it right here, but Riley, you can't let Mountain View take another shot, especially if they get the basketball and go to the lane.
Yeah, and now especially since there's only 8.7 seconds left, we're tied 43 apiece, and I believe Lander's out of timeouts here.
I believe so too.
So that's going to affect it as well. If they don't have any timeouts and they've got the ball and they're in a situation, you either try and draw a foul or you shoot.
Mountain View has 3 timeouts if Lander scores with time left on the clock. Either way, I don't know what you do. I mean, I think you just make a shot and hope it goes in, but if you want, go inside, get a chance with a foul. Man, there's a lot of things Lander can do here. 6B, Wheelan, Stauffenberg, Washburn, and Lincoln are the 5-4 Lander Valley. Wheelan will inbound. Lincoln and Washburn are down in the block. 8.7 to play. Inbound goes to Stauffenberg, and he just got fouled. And I think Mountain View knows they have fouls to give, and I think they're going to elect to use those right now.
They probably will with 7.4 seconds left here in the fourth.
Foul will go against Colt Henry, and does it say he has 4? He does say he has 4. So, Wheelan, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, Stauffenberg, 3 is no good, and we are going to have some more overtime basketball for the Lander boys. We're going to step aside and give you guys some more free basketball coming up here on the County 10 Sports Network.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing. Walk on the pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming and Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Palace Pharmacy of Lander is proud to be this year's starting lineup sponsor and supports athletics all across Fremont County. Palace Pharmacy in Lander is locally owned and locally loved. Palace Pharmacy combines high-quality products with personalized care. They strive to help you reach your health and wellness goals.
You're tuned in to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10's YouTube page.
Well, they're going to get some more overtime basketball. Lander going to be in their second straight overtime game in a row. They had a level in overtime. Lander only needed 2 free throws, but again, you got to play to win. Tigers control the basketball. Stauffenberg will put up a shot. He's rejected there. Lincoln comes up with it. Foul occurs. And who's going to get the foul?
I believe they're going to, they gave that one to Braden Walker. That's going to be his 4th personal, so that puts him in some foul trouble.
Yeah, Dustin Reese, the head coach of the boys, does not like that. Inbound to 6B. Pass it off to Lincoln. Lincoln looks, Wheelan. We'll give it to Stauffenberg. 3:43 to play. Again, no shot clock. You can hold this for as long as you want. At least the game is not ending with a final 4-2. What happened in Oklahoma as Wheelan almost loses the basketball after the pass. Stauffenberg try to back up, give it to 6B here. And once again, Lander going to look for the right shot. Wheelan's going to try to answer to start this overtime with a 3. Washburn gets it. Washburn, bounce pass to Wheelan. Again, we are in overtime basketball here at Lander Valley High School at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Tigers are about to hold it for a full minute here. Stauffenberg looks to drive in, pump fake, and they're going to say foul on Mountain View, and now the fouls gives Lander the bonus.
Foul's going to be on Anderson. That's going to be his first personal. And like you said, that puts Lander in the bonus now.
Well, when you were wanting to play with fouls, they have now come to haunt you. Lander has 2 to give. Stauffenberg, first free throw is good. And this is how Lander won last week, but you probably don't want to just rely on free throws. You only made 2 free throws in the last overtime win against the Level Bulldogs on Saturday. Stauffenberg goes 2 of 2. He's got 6 points in the ball game.
Tight man-to-man defense here, backcourt defense as well from Tigers. 3 minutes left here in overtime.
Yeah, Tigers just had it for a full minute to start the overtime intermission. Anderson, give it to Walker. Walker now. We'll give it now to Erickson. And Mountain View probably just play for the right shot. And that's a turnover by Mountain View.
Mountain View's not even going to have the backcourt defense.
Yeah, probably save yourself some energy on the offensive side of things when you're now down by 2. 2:36 to play here. Stauffenberg to Wheelan, now to Lincoln, inside to Washburn. Washburn now going to bounce pass. That's going to be stolen by Lander. And then it's going to be a foul.
They're going to call that an intentional foul on Stauffenberg.
And they're going to say Stauffenberg reached, and that's going to give Mountain View a chance to tie this. It's Colt Henry, and the Lander crowd is not thrilled about that.
It's also going to be Stauffenberg's third personal foul.
Yeah, Stauffenberg didn't even get to play in the one overtime game last week because he fouled out. Colt Henry misses the first. And Abe Lopez going to check in here. Final free throw is in. Lopez will check in. Again, Lander has one timeout now because you get an extra timeout in the overtime period.
We'll see Cash Henry check into the ball game. Spencer Erickson check out.
Anderson will inbound to Henry. Wheelan going to check in, next dead ball. Mountain View can take the lead here. Henry matched up there by Lopez. We'll pass it out to Cash Henry for 3. That's no good. Washburn's going to come up with it. And he'll give it to Stauffenberg.
Just 2:10 left here in overtime. 45-44. Tigers on top.
Lopez, 3 is in and out. No good.
Good to see Wheelan check in at the next dead ball.
Henry, kick out to Cash Henry. He's got a 3. He's going to take it. As it misses, Branson with the rebound, puts it up and good. Just sat right there for the basketball. Now Tigers trail by 1, 46-45. Stauffenberg, 6 beat, back to Stauffenberg. Top of the key, he'll look to drive in, put us inside to Washburn. There's the pass, and it's a back to the lead for Lander.
Good dish shot from Stauffenberg to give it off to Washburn. Realize where he was at and put that shot up.
Tigers have a foul to give here after the Stauffenberg intentional call. Timeout taken by Mountain View. 1:18 to play. Lander leads 47-46. We'll step aside for a full timeout. We're back after this. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude.
Now, back to Lander Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Well, it doesn't get much better than this. 47-46, 78 seconds to play. It is Mountain View basketball. Inside, Stauffenberg with the steal. As he poked that away, Washburn corralled it. And now Stauffenberg with the basketball. He's going to try to drive in here. Puts up the floater. No, he's fouled. And he's holding his knee. He's going to get up, and hopefully he's okay, as both games have been physical. Foul will go against Dean Branson. That's his 4th foul of the ball game. Stauffenberg will look to make this a 3-point game. And Riley, I can't say this. This is the biggest free throws in the ball game. Stauffenberg misses the first.
Going to see Wheelan check in.
Wheelan will check in for Lopez. One more free throw left here, and now you have to make this one. Make this. Sorry, Riley.
Officials talking at the table, trying to figure out the foul count.
If it's, 4 or is it 18 fouls? Either way, Lander's got bonus. Lander girls team trying to distract Stauffenberg, and Stauffenberg makes the free throw that you definitely needed to make. Tigers showing front court pressure. Inbound will go to Anderson. A minute to play here. Tigers got a foul to give if they want. Screen from Branson. Stauffenberg will poke it out. Can't get the basketball though. Anderson comes up with it. Cash Henry now to Walker. Walker to Colt Henry now. We'll see Abe Lopez check in here. 43 seconds to play. Walker will be fouled, and Tigers just used their final freebie, as I would say, and Lopez will go right back to the bench.
Fouls on Washburn. That's his 4th personal 6-team foul.
He has 12 points in the ball game. He has scored when he's needed to. Mountain View with the basketball with 40.5 to play in a 2-point game. Henry. Give it off here to Anderson. Lopez goes back to the scorer's table. Branson swing it to Cash Henry. He's going to go take the screen, give it to Walker. Mountain View can hold for the final shot. They're going to potentially maybe hold for this one too, Riley.
Definitely looks like they're holding up on this one.
Henry to Walker. Misses! Who's going to have the basketball? Foul occurs first.
They're going to call a loose ball foul on the Buffalo. It's going to send Stauffenberg back to the line. Foul's going to be on Cash Henry.
That is huge. That's Henry's first foul of the ball game. But the better thing is you can make this a 2-score game. Timeout taken by Mountain View. It doesn't get better than this. Mountain View is looking for their 3rd win of the season. They're looking for their 2nd victory against a 2nd team. They have only defeated Big Piney all year long, and they're trying to change that tonight with a victory over Lander. Lander's looking to sweep them and go 3-1 in conference play. It doesn't get that much better. Wow.
Yeah, from how they played all game, really, they were down by
12,
and they brought it back, and now we're in overtime.
12 was the biggest lead. Mountain View had a 4-point lead. Mountain View's 4th quarter scoring, if I am not mistaken, a 17-point quarter in the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. Lander only scored 6 in that 4th quarter. That's what sent the game to overtime. And now Lander with 5 in the first overtime period. Mountain View with 3. You're looking to avoid a 2nd overtime here. Stauffenberg is going to look to make this a 2-score game. One made free throw makes it a 3-point game. 2 makes it a 4. Stauffenberg at the free throw line. He's only got 7 points in the ball game. First free throw is good. So you make it a 3-point game. Only 14 seconds left to play. This to make it a 2-possession game. And Stauffenberg just did that. 50-46, 14 seconds to play. Walker will look to the inbound. Inbound goes to Anderson. Anderson now. He's going to have to push the pace. 10 seconds left. Stu Mullis is telling his team to not foul. Or no, now he's telling the foul and turnover. Mountain View turns it over, and Lander's going to have the basketball with 5 seconds to play.
We're going to see Lopez check into the ball game for the Tigers. Lincoln will check out.
Situational substitution occurring right there. Washburn. You got to get the basketball in to start, and then timeout taken by head coach Stu Mullis. He takes his one and only timeout he had left. This is just so he can get the basketball in and try to play keep away right now. Full timeout. Again, a big thanks to all of our sponsors. We want to also give a big thanks to Wyoming Catholic College. They bring you Wyoming Catholics. They're a sponsor of the Academic Spotlight every game. The college salutes all the students and staff at LVHS and wishes them well this year. Kyra Simonson, the student of the week for LVHS. And also make sure you guys stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Bailey employs over 130 Fremont County residents, always looking for career-minded individuals to work in a variety of departments. Check out gowithbailey.com to learn more. So do you want to get fouled? Either way, you're going to get 2 free throws if you get fouled because it's double bonus. But maybe you also want to play keep away. What would you? I don't know what you do here.
And this is why I know coach basketball. I call it. You know, there's a lot of different scenarios you could do here. You obviously keep away, and if they foul you, you'd be sent to the line. Right?
You get 2 free throws, so maybe take as much clock as you can. Tigers are going to get the inbound Are going to inbound this. Stauffenberg will have the basketball. Tigers are going to line up on a line. Stauffenberg will throw it up for 6B. The clock starts. 6B going to control the basketball. It's going to be tipped off of Mountain View. And I think that just does it. 1.7 to play. Tigers are going to get the victory, 50-46, in a great game. Mountain View was looking to pull off the upset, and that will do it. Tigers win 50-46. We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll give you guys the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger Athletics, and they're here for you too at 333 Main Street in Lander.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at RE/MAX Riverton.
It's time now for the Bailey's Tire and Auto postgame show on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, and the County 10 Sports Network.
Back here on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM, also streaming online at county10.com as we got Brendan Stauffenberg here on the headset. And Stauffenberg, you didn't get to play in the overtime last week, and you get this one. What was the energy now that you got to avoid the upset?
Obviously I love to play, not fouling out. That was just something bad that happened last week, but it's fun to come out in a good environment and play in overtime against a team that played really well tonight. But it was fun overall.
Just, you did more than just scoring. You usually are the high scorer, but you kind of just spread the ball around. You were kind of making people focus on you. Just when did you know you just kind of had to play more of the kind of the passer?
Yeah, they sit in that 3-2 and 2-3 zone, so it's tough for me to get inside and score. So coach asked me to sit on the perimeter and pass the ball around and feed people the ball. So I adjust to that, and that's my role. So I just do it to the best I can.
Usually you guys play a 2-3 zone, and you guys kind of had to go to man. Just what made you guys keep your pose when Mountain View was kind of going on there running that fourth quarter?
We just got to stay within ourselves and know that, if we play the way, we normally play and play together, that, we're a good basketball team and capable of, beating this team. And I think that showed throughout overtime, just staying composed, and not falling over. And, when they go up 3 or something with a huge 3, just staying together, coming back, tying it up to go to overtime, had a decent look to win it, but then going into overtime, taking advantage of it and winning. Yeah, you guys kept your composure in that one, and Brennan, you don't get much rest. You got to play
early afternoon game against Pinedale. What are you kind of looking forward to in that one?
I mean, Pinedale's a really good team. They're 5th or something in the state, so I mean it should be fun. It was a good game last time, but I think we need to bounce back from this one, especially come out Saturday and give it the best we got and hopefully play a lot better than we did throughout this game.
Brennan, thank you for your time. We'll talk to you later on, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Brennan Stauffenberg, your player that scored 1, 2, 3, 4. He scored 5 free throws in the overtime intermission and only 1 field goal from Lander. And let's get the headset to Bennett Washburn here. I mean, why not get him on the interview as well? And here with Bennett Washburn, and Bennett, just how do you feel now? He's got an overtime win after having a tough one last week against Level.
I'm relieved. It's been a crazy weekend.
Yeah, and you kind of put some points up tonight. Just you kind of were playing your game, and when Mountain View goes on a run like that in the fourth quarter, when you guys are not scoring, but how do you just keep your composure and make sure you guys don't let that game get away from you guys?
Just staying calm, trying to work our offense, I guess. Just playing strong D is just a big part of our game.
The patience you guys had in that against that 2-3 zone, you guys also run it, but I thought the patience as well for you guys, I thought really showed in that, but especially in that first half.
Yeah, I agree.
Bet 10 points in the game, or let me get 12 points. I apologize. And Bet, you had yourself in game. I mean, all aspects. I mean, you're getting some steals and getting some offense, and just what do you do to make sure you keep your urgency up the way you played tonight?
Well, with urgency, I think I needed some patience. If I can be patient, that helps me stay calm, collected. That I think helps us all.
Bennett, thank you, and congratulations on the win. We'll talk to you soon. Bennett Washburn here on the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. We'll step aside for a time. I'll give you guys some final numbers and talk with head coach Stu Mullins. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
The Lander community supports the LVHS Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish. And they'll make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger Athletics, and they're here for you too at 333 Main Street in Lander.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at RE/MAX River.
Back to the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show on County 10.
Well, Riley, you didn't get to go to the overtime game last week, but you got yourself an overtime game here, and all it took was 1 field goal and 5 free throws from Brendan Stauffenberg, and the field goal does come from Bennett Washburn in that one to get the victory. And Tigers, again, I think it is another scoring drought for Lander Valley, kind of put them in that hole, and you still come out with the win, but you try to avoid that kind of stuff.
I mean, you definitely try and avoid that kind of stuff with, finding the rabbit hole and trying not to go down it, even though they went down it for a little bit there. But, they came out of it, and they ended up coming out with the win in overtime.
Yeah, Mountain View only scored 3 points in the overtime intermission. Lander scored 7 in the overtime intermission. Mountain View attempted 2 threes. Lander attempted only 1. Taking a look at some final numbers, though, for the Tigers here, as I'm going to try to get my stuff up here correctly. If I'm not mistaken, 18 of 39 shooting for Lander Valley in this one. That was a percentage of 46.2. Mountain View, if I am not mistaken, do I have that correctly? I believe they do. They shot unofficially 54% in the game today. And Riley, Mountain View, that was that fourth quarter that we were talking about that just moments ago. 20 of 44 for Lander in the game in that one. Tigers first half shot 52%. Second half was 38%. And for Mountain View, 35% in the first, 52%. It was kind of a tale of flip-flop. And that's where that overtime intermission comes back into play here. Kind of taking a look at some final numbers in this one, if I can get my stat sheet up incorrectly. We'll hopefully talk with head coach Stu Mullins as well here on the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. As they sponsor this broadcast tonight, Bailey Tire and Auto in Riverton Lander has a huge selection of every kind of tire you can think of. Check them out and stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game, or stick around for the Bailey Tire Auto post-game show. And take a look at some final numbers here. Parker Sixby with 14 points in the ball game. Braden Lincoln with 2. Caleb Bartoni with 5. Bennett Washburn with 12. Brendan Stauffenberg with 9. Abe Lopez finishes the night with 8 points in the ball game. For the Buffaloes of Mountain View, Dane Branson with 10. Spencer Erickson with 7. Braden Walker with 9. Colt Henry with 9 as well. Hank Allred with 4. You also have, that's all the scoring for Mountain View in this one. And Riley, it wasn't a bad shooting night for Lander, except that second half when you're turning it over, missing some shots. When you only score 18 points in the second half and Mountain View puts up 29, that's kind of a story right there. And that was the same story, I think, and I can be corrected if I'm wrong, but that's kind of the same story that Lander experienced in Level.
It's like you said, they definitely put up points, and they really fought back in overtime. And see head coach coming up here, so
we're going to
hand the headset over.
Hand the headset off to head coach Stu Mullins here. And Christian, you're going to have to watch that there, buddy. There we go. We're getting the cameras and everything situated. We're here with head coach Stu Mullins. And coach, it's kind of a repeat of Saturday. The fourth quarter drought, but you guys still pull off the win.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, especially in quad play. It doesn't matter how you get it done, you got to get it done. And we played really good on the defensive end for really long stretches tonight, and then fourth quarter just got bullied a little bit. Getting pushed around and not getting rebounds and not stepping in front of cutters and not sprinting out to shooters, and everything that we did to get us there, we stopped doing. So,
yeah, the first time you guys played Mountain View, the front court pressure was working. It was that kind of story. They kind of figured that out tonight, and they had that fourth quarter stretch where they were just doing everything. But what maybe was a big, and we talked about the X factor and everything, but maybe what was the biggest key in the game to help you guys get that victory?
Just our kids not batting an eye, right? And, get some big rebounds down here and getting fouled and making some free throws. That's just like Lovell, and then did they score in overtime? I don't think they did they?
One field goal in overtime, and that was it. And Coach, they got you out of that 2-3 zone. How do you think they did with man-to-man defense tonight?
We did all right. We've got there's a reason we run zone, and so we have to kind of hide a couple guys defensively if we're man, and so it's not ideal for us, and it would be really nice if we could have finished that the way that we wanted to, but that's how it goes sometimes.
You don't get much rest again, but you get to also be home. You don't have to travel on the road against Pinedale. Kind of, what are you looking forward to that one tomorrow? Because they gave you guys a game as well.
Yeah, everybody in our all 8 of us can beat each other. And we've said that from day one. And so, we're going to have to be ready to go. And that's a team that's hungry to knock us off. And, we just got to play better for longer stretches than we did today.
Coach, we'll let you go and know it's a good win tonight, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Head Coach Stu Moles. We're going to step aside for one more final timeout, give you guys what is to come. This is Tiger Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
At Central Wyoming College, your future starts here. Join CWC's automotive program and turn your passion for cars into one of the most in-demand technical careers. From classic cars to ones that park themselves, CWC's expert automotive instructors combine state-of-the-art technology, small class sizes, and one-on-one attention to help you earn your certification in automotive service excellence. Apply now for several scholarships available only to our automotive students. Make your way at Central and join the new generation of automotive technicians.
Wind River Internet is proud to deliver quality, high-speed internet to businesses and residents across Fremont County. Wind River Internet is the sponsor for the County 10 live stream and sports in our community. Enjoy high-definition broadcasts. Brought to you by Wind River Internet. They also provide reliable phone services that can help you stay in touch with the important people in your life. Experience greater connection today. To get a quote and start enjoying fast, reliable services, call 307-857-2004. That's 857-2004. Or windriverinternet.com.
Fremont Toyota of Lander is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. When you're looking for a vehicle, whether it's new or used, Fremont Toyota has got you covered with the best inventory across the state of Wyoming. Experience the Fremont Toyota difference. From service to the sale, let the professional staff take care of you and drive off happy knowing you made the right choice. Stop into 103 Fremont Way on the Wild West end of Lander and get your vehicle picked out today.
Back to the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show on County 10.
About to wrap it up here is, Riley, I really think you can give anybody player of the game in this one. But I believe Parker Sixby with his performance, especially in that second half, to help the scoring 14 points in the ball game. He had some steals. He had some defensive plays. He got some boards too, and he's one of the smaller guys on the court, but his effort is just there every game.
It's like you said, he's one of the smaller guys on the court, but he was really all around tonight as far as rebounding, shooting, blocking, boxing out, you name it. Anything basketball related, he was there to do it.
Yep, again, first half for the Tigers, 52% from the field. Second half saw a percentage of 38. First half for Mountain View, 35. Again, second half, 52. And taking a look at some final numbers here, 6 lead changes, 4 ties in the ball game. The Lander Tigers would get that final lead change here for this one. And for Mountain View, they fall, but I think, again, Stu Mullins, I think, said it best. This conference has got to be one of the most open conferences as far as who can win. I mean, again, Mountain View is only got 2 wins on the year, but just the fight they put in, and I mean, they play low-scoring games, and they make them close. But Riley, Lander beats Powell, Powell beats Lander, Level almost gives Lander a scare. I mean, this is the most open conference. If I had to pick one in the state of Wyoming basketball, I mean, 4A West has got some consideration. I think the East has got some consideration. But the West, though, is probably the most open conference in the state of Wyoming.
Definitely one of the most open conferences. And, all the teams in that conference can show what they're capable of doing. And Lander's one of the bigger schools at doing that with the past couple games they've played and, of course, the game that they've played today we just took them to overtime and we still beat them.
Yeah, and Lander has one more West team they got to play in Thermopolis. They do get an extra crack at Whirlwind, who did defeat them at the championship game the other day. I'm trying to give you guys the schedule for Lander tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to be Lander versus Pinedale. It will take place here at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. The girls will tip off at 2 p.m. for the Lady Tigers. The boys will play at 3:30. Lady Tigers, again, they're going to still be looking for that first conference win of the season. The boys are 3-1 in conference play. That helps them in seeding-wise. again, like I said, because of how open this is, I mean, either seed, the game is going to be, for the first round, as good as it can get in that one. And we'll have that coverage for you guys against Pinedale live on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM. We'll also have video coverage for you guys on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages. As we are going to call it a night here, Riley, and final thoughts before we sign off.
I think Lander really just came out and showed what they could play. I mean, that, having the lead for so long in the first half, falling in the second half, and then coming back in overtime, which they're really good at, and coming out with the win.
Yeah, you had the lead until the fourth quarter. I mean, that's just how Lander can control the lead. But again, you got to avoid those scoring droughts. I think that's going to be the biggest thing for Lander. When you only score 6 points in the fourth quarter, I think last Saturday they scored 5 in the fourth to help Level, and Level needed a buzzer beater to win that game. Again, it's just can you get those scoring droughts limited? And I mean, you're seeing that the girls had that kind of happen tonight. That's why Mountain View pulled away, I think, in that girls game. Wish I got to talk with head coach Melinda Cox. We'll talk to her tomorrow, though, a little bit before the Porter's Tailgate show is. Again, we'll have that coverage for you guys live here on KOVE 1330 AM 107.7 FM. Also, again, on the video on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages. Plans to go on at about 1:45, and we will call it here. For Riley Bouillon, Christian Corona, Jared Anderson at Radio Control, and for the entire County 10 crew, I'm Wyatt Berichka. This has been a presentation of Lander Valley Basketball on the County 10 Sports Network.